Hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no. To the
everybody. Hope everyone is doing all right. We are back with some D&D. We're supposed to play yesterday, but that's okay. Things came up, and now we're playing today, and we're continuing off where we left off 2 weeks ago with Witchlight. quick recap for viewers. Last we left off, the party went and explored through Witchlight, discovered there were some weird things going on. People were going missing, guests, employees, and all along with trinkets and objects as well. You know, a little bit of thievery is not too uncommon, but when people start going missing, that's an issue. So upon investigating further, music is loud. Okay, let me just fuck that off right there, because we don't need music when I'm talking, right? So, continuing further on with that, party discovered a warlock named Kettlestream, who was sent by her patron to Witchlight to see what was going on, as well as because, well, Kettlestream hadn't heard from her patron in quite some time and was getting worried. Kettlestream made friends with the party, but was unfortunately captured and later killed. And now we're dealing with the aftermath. So, let's get started. Let me get back to the party here. Hello everyone. I am back, and are we ready to get started?
I am.
All right.
I don't know about
Hello.
Guess it would help if I unmuted myself.
Hi, Hoku.
That would help.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. So welcome back. Let us do a quick little recap, because it's been 2 weeks, and we will get started.
Yeah.
So, to start off, 2 weeks ago, our party arrived at Witchlight through their own means, or were already part of Witchlight, and were brought together by some unfortunate happenstances. Shadows attacking people, belongings going missing, eventually people going missing. So, the party, deciding to investigate, toured the area, took in the sights, but at the same time asked around, being quite subtle about it. You had met Kettlestream the Kenku, who was a warlock, and she had not heard from her patron in quite some time. Taking that initiative, she decided to investigate Witchlight and see if any contact could be made, or if the enigmatic owners, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, knew anything. She befriended the party, but as she went on to get drinks for you guys, she was attacked by her own shadow, taken, and then eventually found butchered in the middle of the central top tent here, where you guys are right now. After finding her dead, the thieves of the coven made themselves known. I'm gonna put on that, let's see here, the art right here. A small frog-like creature, a young girl wearing a pig mask, and the shadowy figure of Gleam, a former acrobat at Witchlight.
Oh yeah, these guys.
So these three
spooky
made themselves known
guys.
and told
Yeah.
you, if you were to investigate any further, the next deaths will be someone you care about. And let us get right back into it, as Dell is clutching Kettlestream's fading body. Mr. Witch. She's already. Yeah, she's really.
I thought
dead.
she was already
She was already
really
dead.
dead. She
The light
got,
had left her.
butchered.
Butchered
dead.
indeed.
We arrived and she was just already cold.
You notice, the entire tent has been emptied out. There's several Witchlight hands blocking the exits, but you can hear Mr. Light outside addressing a semi-rowdy crowd. He stands up on a sort of makeshift stage. He says, Fear not. We apologize for the commotion, for what you may believe to have seen, but it was just merely rehearsal, and you can see a small figure walking up beside him. I'd like everyone to give me a perception check, please. I'll say Dell at advantage.
Okay.
Okay, perception.
Sorry, my thing is loading.
ready?
Take your
Are we
time.
ready for this? Are we ready? Oh, wow, 2 12s. Oh, no!
Luna not paying attention at all.
Luna paying attention to body. She looks, she go, buddy.
Luna chasing butterflies.
Fenric and Dell,
Yeah.
the two of you look over at Mr. Light, who's giving his little mini speech, and you notice the person standing beside him is Kettlestream. Dell, you're holding Kettlestream, so it's like, oh no, that's clearly not her over there. What the hell? And as Mr. Light continues, says, fear not, the actress is all right. Again, just a bit of performance and dramaticness. But I understand. It may be a little unsettling, so we ask that everyone clear out of the tent, give us some time to finish rehearsing, and in the meantime, he conjures up a handful of extra tickets, throws them to the crowd, and everyone sort of scatters and tries to pick up as many as they can. It's like, please enjoy some more festivities on us, and we'll be back at the 8th hour with our grand show. And then he steps back in to the big tent, stepping past the two Witchlight hands. The little fake Kettlestream beside him vanishes as the tent's doors close. All right. Fuck. How many people saw? Is it just you three?
Well, I kind of think it was more than just us three, but yeah, we walked in here.
You see Mr. Witch just staring at his pocket watch. Mr. Light sort of pacing around, not looking quite flustered.
You mentioned that she's gonna be all right, but do you have a backup plan or anything?
No, that was bullshit. Do not. What?
Well, I kind of
She's
get it.
clearly
but
dead right here.
That's great. Okay. Well, I guess I could take a look at her.
No, she's very
Luna's-
much dead.
She's very much
gonna-
dead.
She's very much past the
Can
point of
I
return.
determine how long she's been dead for?
Last time we said it was 5 minutes.
Yeah, like you guys kind of saw her.
Okay, so this was like
Yeah.
just happening.
She's,
All
yeah,
right.
She's in the pool of blood still.
The body's still warm.
Yeah.
In that case, do any of you have a diamond or anything? Just anything of the sort?
I
I'm
will say
afraid not.
Revivify is only within a minute.
I know. She's still gonna ask.
But perhaps, as Fenric gives a stern look and narrows his eyes over at Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, someone here might be able to give us an explanation of what in the hell is going on at this carnival.
I think we do.
Give me
At
an
least deserve
intimidation
that much.
check, Fenric.
Oh, this isn't going to be good.
Oh, you got this. I believe in you.
Sweet.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm a cleric. Let
That-
me guidance you.
That's gotta be before he rolls.
Damn it.
Gotta remember to do that before.
Oh, it was so fast.
Sorry. I'll remember that for next
It's all
time.
good.
Yeah.
It's all good.
But Mr. Light looks over at Fenric and says, look, former employees, while you have some pull here, you don't work for us anymore, Fenric. Alright? You're supposed to go mingle amongst the crowd and enjoy your retirement. But it is good to see you. What are you doing back here?
investigating what appears to be some shortcomings from those who run at this carnival.
Oh, you can see like the vein in the side of his head just pop at that mention. And Mr. Witch puts a hand on Mr. Light's shoulder. He's like, "It's gloom, isn't it?"
Yes. I received a letter indicating that Gleam had disappeared from the carnival. And shortly upon my arrival, I determined that not only was she gone, but so also was... Oh, jeez.
Glister.
Ruining the moment here. Glister, there we go.
Yeah.
The Glister was also missing. And now, in the midst of all of that, I see what looks like a rather haunted version of Gleam floating overhead, issuing warnings about not disturbing whatever the hell that was.
Look. Fine. If you want to know more, I'll tell you more. But not here, not amongst the crowds. And he
Very well.
waves over some of the Witchlight hands. They bring like a nice roll of like fabric or canvas over and start wrapping up the body, as well as cleaning up the blood and making sure none of that remains.
May I offer to help
Sure, of course.
and also offer to sneak the body out?
Give me
I
a
can help you with
persuasion
that.
check. That second part there, I'm like, no, it's fine. We've got this.
No, it's great. I'm great with sneaking bodies out. It's fine.
Can I guidance?
Sure, you can guidance.
Yay.
What is
Guidance adds a D4. So if you want to add a D4 to the 10.
what is?
Oh, thank you,
I don't like this.
This is the
double.
second double.
That's the second
like
double
that.
you've had. Yeah.
12.
Well, that
I
at least
like
brings
that.
it to a 12,
Alright,
so that's
so-
better.
You lift up one end of the body, and the other Witchlight hand lifts up the other. He's like, "Yeah, sure. Let's go together." And he helps you carry the body out, and they bring it to the staff area. Let me find here. Go. Where several Witchlight hands are sitting around having a meal by the fire. But in the meantime here, let me just grab your tokens.
Indeed. Ooh. Tiefling lady.
Poof, magic. We're all here.
We're all here.
Oh, yeah.
Loading
Oh,
screen.
yeah.
And suddenly you're in the middle of
Loading
the zone, not just at,
And suddenly.
yeah.
You know how when you know how in Valheim, whenever you go between portals, you get that loading screen with like the
The swirly swirls,
like-
yes.
swirls.
Yeah.
It
There you
makes
go.
me think of that.
Yeah. But Dell, you go with the Witchlight hand sort of behind the tents and the carts to a little wooded area. And he sort of just props the body and puts a couple barrels beside just to hide. He says, "We'll have a burial for her, I guess, at the end of the day, but this is the best we can do for now. Did you know her?"
Briefly, I'm familiar with her religion, so if you would like, I could do it discreetly.
Oh, sure, yeah. Do you need my help with anything?
No, I should be able to carry it off.
Okay, just, I guess, make sure none of the guests see, and give me either a religion check or a persuasion check, one or the other.
Ha. 1 second, actually. I'm going to reload this page.
They being very sussy about the body.
They don't want anyone to see a dead body.
I know.
Okay, look, if you just saw, like, someone die and then, like, a little tiny bird lady, but it was, like,
Yeah,
really
imagine someone-
sketchy.
Think of it,
And then you
this,
just
imagine someone
see
got
one
murdered at
big-
Disney. How bad of a PR that would be for Disney.
I mean, obvi.
They'd be like,
Right.
"Oh my god."
Bobby.
Hide him in the mascot. We don't have any left.
Put him in a teacup, for God's sake. Get him out of the way. Ooh.
Oh, shit. He's like, Witchlight like, well, it looks like no one's around. All right. I gotta go back to my duties. Sorry for your loss. And he heads off.
Can you
Del,
say one thing for me for just a second?
As you
sound
are.
testing you.
What's going on?
I'm sound testing, or I'm raising Aiko's sound for a second.
Oh, sorry,
Just-
I'm talking over.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just trying to get it to match everyone else's.
I see.
I can go in a bit closer
Oh,
if that would make it better.
Oh, HD.
Yes.
Let's go.
let's go.
HD.
Good.
How's that, Haku? Anyways, you're good.
My
Keep going.
battery.
All right. So, Del, as you are, sort of giving Kettle Stream her last rites, Luna and Fenric, what are you guys doing while Del is off with the body?
Well, I think she's gonna go have a smoke.
All right.
And
I'm
maybe
gonna-
talk
When
about
you-
her love for unicorns.
When you reach for your cigarettes, you realize, oh wait, someone still has my cigarettes.
Fuck.
Oops. I'm assuming this is Mr. Light and Mr. Witcher.
Yes.
Mr. Witch, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Um,
Mr. Light, Mr. Witch. Actually, I should show you guys the art.
Yeah, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Light's like the more gestury looking one, and then Mr. Witch is the more serious
Good old
Rotown
Mr.
one.
Witch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Their
Fancy
costumes are
man.
very fun. I love it. I'm trying to fix something here, but I love it.
That good old Mr. Light.
Well, I think we know where he got his start. Is this like is this kind of a tent?
So this
Sort
would
of
have been
thing
where
right
you guys
here,
came
or-
from. That's like the big,
Oh,
the big top
okay.
tent. They
Gotcha.
have. Oh wait, there's two of them on the page here. So they have their personal wagon here, and then think of these like a traveling caravan. Every wagon is also like a mobile home of sorts, and then
Gotcha.
amongst that, there's also like further beyond where you can see here on the map will be like a couple tents that people sleep in. So this is the staff area where staff hang out when they're not busy or when they're not off.
Okay. So I'll look over at them and say, well, if it's privacy you seek, perhaps we should step into your office to discuss what in the world is going on here.
We should come this way, and they step
will-
into their little wagon here.
Follow.
Del,
Yes.
as you finish up, you do turn and you see Luna and Fenric walk into this larger sort of wagon here, covered wagon. Do you follow?
Where
Do
they
you
were
hang
never
out?
seen again.
I'll follow. Yeah, I'll
Okay.
follow.
This is sort of what it looks like on the inside there.
Ooh,
I
that's
don't
cute.
like that.
I don't
Mr.
like it, but
Light
it's
man.
cute.
Mr. Light over here looking like the
him.
Joker, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
big
he about to
smile.
murder us. That's taking my whole statement of "and they were never seen again" to a whole new level.
Yeah, we can get
They
Jane.
were
We're
never
gonna get
seen
disposed of.
again.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be like, "You want to know the secrets?
You want to know the
Know 'em in the
secrets
next
of
life,
this
baby.
place? You don't leave knowing secrets. People die knowing secrets. Oh my god.
All right. So
All right. Enlighten us.
we want to
Yes.
thank you, first off, for your discretion And we would like to perhaps offer you a gift for your continued discretion.
Insight check. Insight check.
Insight check.
Sorry, Dilly, are you going with them?
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Your token was off here by itself, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I want an insight. Oh, let me, where's my D4? Ah. Oh, nice. 18.
I feel like we're gonna die.
No.
I feel like we're gonna die too. I feel like
Okay,
secretly
I'm sorry.
they want us dead.
The caption of the image you sent was Mr. Witch and Mr. Light don't like strangers eavesdropping on their private
That is the
conversations.
caption.
yeah.
I'll say this. I didn't
Yeah.
write that one specifically. It's just
That
but
caption's a little sus, bro.
Well, we're not
Little
eavesdropping. We're engaging in conversation, so
Exactly.
hopefully we'll be okay.
exactly.
I'm not typically in the habit of accepting gifts as hush money for keeping myself silent, but rest assured, I'm not planning on walking around with a bullhorn to the rest of the carnival explaining what's going on. I would just like to know for myself where I might be able to find Gleam and Glister.
Look, Glister disappeared first. We were near Baldur's Gate. A good group of them had gone to town, have drinks, do off performances at the tavern, you know, the usual shit. When she didn't come back, we assumed, you know, she found something better than what we had. Didn't take Gleam with her. I know the twins are often very close, but we thought nothing of it, because big city, lure of money, gold, and fame and fortune, and being able to sleep in a bed instead of a tent. These were things that always attracted people like us. And any time we're by a city, you know for a fact, a good amount of people leave, and a good amount of people join. And Gleam started asking questions, started talking to people, and we didn't know why she was stirring up trouble, but again, we didn't do anything. We stopped by another large city, and she vanished too. Figured she wasn't gonna find her sister hanging out with us. Give me an insight check again here.
Oh, I'ma fucking do it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sirree. Yes, sir. Oh, there we go. Yes, sirree. 15.
Yes.
Dell, as Mr. Witch speaks, you notice his hand twitching as it's in its pocket, and he's got like the chain. You can see the chain of the pocket watch attached. He's playing with the pocket watch much like a nervous child would play with a toy when they're talking.
Ow.
You get the feeling that there's definitely something else he's afraid of.
Can I nudge Fenric?
Sure.
Just a little like foot kick to him.
Mm-hmm.
We'll lean over.
All right, lean backwards towards her.
He's fidgeting. He knows more.
Fenric, give me a history check. Alright. You know Mr. Witch values the pocket watch as his most prized possession. And between the two of them, you've seen Mr. Light flustered before, you know, performances not going well, people getting injured in shows. That happens, and it does make people nervous.
Shows are stressful.
But
Yeah.
Mr. Witch is never stressed. He's the calm one in this sort of partnership.
Let's see. So in that regard, I'll say, Mr. Witch, Always the one for calm you were whenever I was here, and yet here you are, not able to sit still for longer than a second. What is going on? What have you gotten yourselves into?
I'll say persuasion or intimidation, your choice. And I'll say at advantage because you have that knowledge there.
Okay.
And yes, we'll say Luna can cast guidance.
Okay.
Sorry, Luna, what did you want to do again? I wasn't quite sure by the spell in the there.
I don't know. It's just something about a guidance, you know?
Okay, well, both of them are at a 0 modifier for me, so let's go with intimidation just for fun. Awesome.
You gotta add a D4 to it.
Come on, make it at least into a 10.
Hey, there we go.
All right.
Yay, I called it.
Good job.
You see a bead of sweat drip down Mr. Witch's forehead. And he opens his mouth as if he's ready to speak when Mr. Light sort of steps in between you two, says, "Look, there are things here that has piqued your curiosity.
Indeed,
But I
it has.
assure you, everything is fine. So, Thaco," and you hear the thumps of this large clown jester-looking man approach from the door here.
Oh, yes, we remember Thaco. We
You
met him
remember
last
Thaco.
time. Luna remembers Thaco.
You guys remember Thaco? This fucking guy.
This
Full
fucking
of
asshole
attitude.
right here. Yeah. Fuck
And
him.
he opens the door and says, "All right, folks, time to go. A little consolation prize for you all on your way out." And he whips out 3 balloons and blows into them and sort of nudges them around. And you hear the of like the person making a balloon animal. And you're all given 3 balloon animals of your choice. What would you like your balloon animal to be?
Unicorn.
A unicorn
For my
is made.
love of unicorns.
As you touch it, the balloon animal sort of like comes to life, jumping around you for a bit.
I would have much rather liked to have this turn into your face so I could punch it, but you know.
So,
Oopsies, girl. Me too.
It's a real vibe, you know?
Hashtag for realsies.
but Thaco at this point sort of ushers you guys out of the.
Wait.
There.
Time
On
out.
my way.
Okay, I'm going to look over at Thaco before
Yep.
I make the decision about what my balloon is going to be. I want to try to pull an acrobatic move.
Oh, what we doing?
I'm going to try to like launch myself, do a roll across the room, and come out of the roll with my pepperbox pistol right between Mr. Witch's ribcage, with him between me and Mr. Light.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh.
spicy.
It's escalated far quicker than
Give
I
me-
assumed it would.
Yes,
an
we went from
acrobatics
0
check,
to 100
please.
real fast. Oh my god.
Come on, dice. Give me some.
Oh my god.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
You do the flip. You land between the 2 of them. And you see neither of them have broken a sweat. Mr. Witch is just standing there staring at you, just gives a small shake of his head. I need you to roll me what is it here? A wisdom saving throw, Fenric. Oh, shit.
Oh, I keep rolling stuff on advantage. Sorry, it's my bad.
Still though, first roll was 19. That's
Yeah.
Roll is 19.
pretty good.
Let me see here. I will need you to roll again at disadvantage, actually.
Okay.
You
Aw.
feel little pricks of pain all along your spine.
No, you keep the 19.
So he succeeded with a 19, got silvery barbs first.
But could she
Oh, it was
silvery barbs back?
Isn't it?
So, let's see here. You can only do it. One reaction which you take when your creature you see within 60 feet of you succeeds on an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw. Technically, he already succeeded. When he fails a roll, you can't silvery barbs a failure back into a success.
Okay.
Yeah. So silvery, that is the one downside to silvery barbs, in that it can only be used against enemies. If your ally fails a save, you can't silvery barbs and give them an extra chance.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. So Fenric succeeded the save with the 19, got silvery barbs, rolled a 6. And now...
Right.
What animal did you decide for the balloon animal?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even say one.
Okay. Then in that case, you feel your body start shrinking. Your hands turn into paws. As you shrink down, your clothes, your weapons, everything shrinks down with you until you're nothing but a little white bunny rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And Mr. Light picks up the bunny rabbit, hands it off to Dell, and he says, I think this is better than a balloon animal. Don't worry, that will only be for about an hour. And he turns around, closes the door.
can I try feeding Bunny Fenric?
You're gonna carry me around as your...
You want to try? What do you want to feed him?
I feel like I would have some sort of snack on me, like something small, maybe some rations or something, like some dried
some nuts.
berries.
Yeah. Well, dried berries, okay. Fenric, at this point, you have the stats of a bunny rabbit, which... rabbit, I believe...
Rabbit. You are little rabbit.
All
You
right.
transform while you're eating grass.
Your strength is 1. You don't need to change anything on your actual sheet. This is just temporary for the next hour.
Yeah.
The more important part is your intelligence is a 2, which means your comprehension of what's going on right now is very difficult to figure out.
I'm gonna. Oh, I wanna. You know what? Just in case, I'm going to use a ties that bind on Fenric, just in case if he escapes.
Sure.
Because Bunny.
But in the meantime,
and I know where he is.
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, I don't have to do anything. I'm a bunny.
Man just gets to exist.
I'm just gonna be here chilling.
I think maybe we should take a look around the park some more. Clearly, people don't want us knowing what we clearly are knowing. I think we should further investigate this. Maybe do our own.
Well, what about that one that likes to read books?
I will say Thaco, or sorry, not Thaco. Thaco does leave, but Luna and Dell and Fenric, give me a perception check.
Funny.
Rabbit's perception is actually not terrible.
It wouldn't be.
Funny.
Do I need to just roll?
Yeah, just roll a perception check.
Just roll normal. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh!
Jesus.
We're all a little frazzled.
Yeah.
We're all
Apparently
a little frazzled.
the roll in your chat was not a one-time thing.
No, it is
No.
applied going forward. As you sort of nonchalantly make your way out of the staff area, Luna, you feel something hit the back of your head. It's like a soft splat. And you turn around, you see a little small, tiny pumpkin. And you see over in the corner here, Burley, the excuse me, the bugbear. It's a tall fellow. You guys had heard of him before. I think you guys did meet him briefly last session.
Yeah.
And he sort of like waves over and is like, "Come on, Over here.
I'm gonna quietly go over, carrying Fenric, or Dell's carrying Fenric. Whoever's carrying the
I
bunny.
think I'm carrying him.
I think you're carrying him. Yeah. And Burley, why are you throwing pumpkins at
Hold on,
me?
is that Fenric?
Yeah.
Yes.
He takes a book and just brings it down on Fenric's head.
Oh.
Do you try to stop him?
Yes.
All right.
Obviously.
I need you to roll me a dex save. It'll be contested against Burley's attack roll.
Oh no.
I'm a little scared. I'm a little terrified.
I'm a little bad at dex saves. Ooh, Aiko. Okay, well, Aiko's got it.
Well, Luna's the one who's carrying. Or wait,
No,
who's
I am.
carrying?
No, we said
Oh, you are?
said
I'm
that
carrying.
Dell's carrying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Then
not
Luna
carrying.
would not be rolling for it. Okay, so
Okay, never mind.
23 on the
Ignore
save.
my 12.
23 on the save. You manage to pull Fenric right out of the way as Burley hits your arm. He says, I'm trying to change him back.
Well, I don't think hitting him in the head is back.
Oh, no, that's how that works.
No.
What?
Yeah,
No?
No.
yeah.
I'm a magic
No.
user. I can tell you how it works.
Give me an Arcana
not
check,
how
both
that
of you.
Oh, no.
I don't think brain damage is the solution.
Brain damage is not the solution. Oh,
But
no.
I didn't know that.
So remember how we had all those nat 20s last week, right? This is the other end.
Remember when you rolled
Yeah,
3 crits
right.
for me?
Burley opens
Remember
up.
when I rolled 3 crits in a row on attacks? Yeah, okay.
That was some shenanigans. So Burley opens up the book that he was trying to hit Fenric with, and it's like a study of transmutations. And the page he's on is about polymorph. It says, when a creature is polymorph, if that creature dies, they revert back to the original form and whatever health they were at.
Can I tell
So
if this
you
is a
want
polymorph?
to kill him?
It's why if I kill the bunny, he just comes back to being Fenric early.
Can I try and figure out if he's polymorphed?
Yes, that would have been the Arcana check, so you have no
Oh,
idea
okay.
if he's polymorphed.
I have no idea. Maybe that I don't know. That's a little
Extreme?
What if he isn't? What if he
Well, if he isn't, then he's a bunny forever, and that's kind of a shit existence. He's probably going to die next week in a stew somewhere.
Don't say it like that. That's a little
As you guys
harsh.
are talking, he just raises the book and just tries to do the slam again. Give me another deck save.
not while he's in my hands, sir?
Ooh. Oh, I rolled a 20 on the attack. There we go. Fenric.
That means that I chuck the bunny and I throw you.
Fenric reappears. There's a small welt on his head, but he's fine.
Can I karate chop him on the head?
Burley?
Fenric?
Early, yeah.
You'd have to fly up. He's 7'2".
I can fly.
Oh,
All right.
sir, you went tall.
Luna, wait.
What? But
He fixed me. I didn't think we should go whacking the things that help us on the head. As I sit there and rub my head.
Sorry about that. Let me.
yeah, well, he whacked me on the head too. I think it's only fair.
Wait, he whacked you on the head?
well, yeah, he whacked me on the head with a pumpkin.
Oh.
Good job.
While this is going on, can I light of hand
Who are you trying to pickpocket?
early?
Oh, okay. All right. Roll me a pickpocket. And then, let me...
17. My rolls are so shitty today.
Get away from me.
And chaos was rolled. So I'm going to have... yeah, I'm going to have Luna roll me a D100.
Okay. I'm down. 39.
39.
Oof.
I don't like how you said oof.
I mean, it's low.
That's sus.
It's low, right?
I know.
So
Listen, if this was
That's
divine
actually pretty high
intervention,
for her. That is pretty high for her.
that is pretty high for me in terms of D100 rolls. Hey, remember the time I rolled a nat 1 on a D100?
So
Oops.
you pickpocket Burley, and you feel a little prick on your finger. You pull back.
Oh.
You see there's a little thorn stuck into your finger. And there's a pain surging through your hand now.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What the fuck? I'm gonna hide my hand for now. Kind of put it behind my back.
All right.
Sort of shuffle back like nothing happened and
A perception check.
Oh, yeah, if you guys want a perception check against that.
Beat that.
oh, Fenric got it.
Oh, there
Wait,
we
why am
go.
I still rolling 2? Oh, I'm rolling on disadvantage now. Whoops, my bad.
That's okay. So, Fenric, you do notice Luna attempt to pickpocket Burley, but quickly retract her hand. So, most likely, yeah, anti-pickpocket abilities. Keep cactuses in your pockets. That'll stop people from pickpocketing you.
Yep. That'll do it.
Thorny roses.
So, at this point, with Fenric back, Burley sort of pulls you guys behind the wagons a bit, out of sight, out of earshot for most people. And he's like, and he takes off his helmet, his jack-o'-lantern head. Looks a little worried, a little scared. He says, "Look, I think we all know bad things have been happening here for a while. People and things going missing and all. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light know what's going on. I'm sure of it. They know more than they're telling, and I think you guys know that too. But I also think...
Yes.
I think their hands are tied somehow. Like, they can't do anything about it.
Like perhaps they've struck some sort of deal?
Either that or threats or something like that. Like, they love this place. And I can't imagine them willingly letting people fall into danger. Unless, if they were to try to do something about it, we'd be even more danger. But you're the first people I met who might actually be able to set things right. I think I can help you out. Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are good guys, but we need some sort of leverage on them. Make them spill the beans. I think we should try to steal Mr. Witch's watch. We take that from him. That's more valuable than anything else in his... we can imagine for him. And if he take that, he'll do whatever we want. Tell us what we want.
Not a half bad idea, Burley.
How are we
Yeah.
supposed to get close to him? Fenric
Oh.
got close and he turned into a bunny.
Exactly. We've got to time it right. At the 8th hour, we're having that big old performance, and during that, they're going to be crowning a carnival monarch. Now, Mr. Light, as per traditions, will be attending the ceremony and crowning the monarch, which means he's going to be distracted. During that, Mr. Witch will either be by himself or, at the very least, far away enough.
True.
You might need help if, someone to cause a distraction, maybe people to run interference.
Well, I have mage hand. I could try to.
Sure. Well, I mean, you guys have helped a few people here. I mean, I think Palasha and Candlefoot, they'll help you without question. beyond that, Diolgren will help you too. If you haven't gone and talked to her, she'll be at the lost items shed. And, but don't talk to Thaco about it. I'm sure you've talked to him at least once before, but fuck that guy. He's not trustworthy.
Nah, he's an asshole. But if he's there, can I punch him?
It'd be a good distraction.
I could be the distraction. On the off chance, I always command him to go to sleep.
Sure, yeah.
There's just a question, Burley.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, you're pretty intelligent. You have the books, and, you figured out that it was polymorph, so do you know maybe what kind of magic that this carnival is powered by?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's some sort of transmutation magic for sure. I think it's tied to the pocket watch and Mr. Light's, his little scepter thing. The other thing is, the two of them are Shadow Kai, which means at the very least there's a bit of connection to the Raven Queen. And if that's the case, a bit of shadow magic might be in play with how the whole place runs. Ironic, isn't it? Yeah, something so bright and shiny will be traced with shadow magic.
I mean, lights cast shadows. I will admit, that does prove some concerning points, considering, well, we were attacked by our own shadows.
Certainly were, yeah. Heard about that. Didn't think it was real, though.
Even if it certainly was. Oof. But another concerning bit of information is that there's also been a bit of a disturbance within, I believe, the Feywild Pantheon.
Oh, I wouldn't know anything about that.
Yes.
I mean, to be honest, I'm kind of...
History check that.
Sorry?
Can I history check the
Feywild Pantheon?
Yeah.
I'll say yes. Yeah, go for it.
The little raven girl told us about it.
That is true.
I remember,
yeah.
But I'm trying to remember I'm trying to see if Luna would know anything about.
So, Kettlestream, in her short time with you guys, did go and explain that her patron, I can never pronounce this right, Zelbina?
Zelina?
Zybilna.
Nah, Gomez.
Gomez. Yeah, Gomez, and then Morticia went missing, so we send him Wednesday.
There we go. Yeah.
Perfect.
Zybilna, one of the Archfey, has gone missing. Her magical presence cannot be detected anywhere. The few more powerful mages have tried to locate her or scry on her to no avail. It is rare for one of such power to just vanish off without telling anyone or letting people know of their intentions, especially one, and she has like many patrons and many warlocks under her command. So to cut them off in this way is very odd.
Would I be able to either history or religion check to figure out if she has any ties to the Raven Queen?
Oh.
That's a good point.
I will say, it'll be history check for sure.
All right.
Ooh, that's not bad history.
That's not terrible.
I'll take it. It's not a 2.
Considering our rolls tonight, this is kind of really good.
Right?
This is excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Zybilna herself does not you've never heard of her being mentioned in the same circles as the Raven Queen. Obviously, there is the connection of Raven Queen has domain over all the Shatterkai elves. Elves are from the Feywild originally. Therefore, if she's an Archfey, she has like a tangential relation to it.
Right.
But I'll say with the 16, you do know that Zybilna has a relationship to the mother of all witches, Baba Yaga herself.
Ooh. Now that's a spooky connection. Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
And you mean Mama Yaga.
I forget, is Baba Yaga the one that eats kids?
They all eat kids. Baba
They all
Yaga's
eat
the
kids.
one with the walking house, like the big hut on the chicken legs.
Oh,
on the chicken
right.
feet.
Yeah, the big hut
Yeah.
on the chicken feet. Yeah, I remember that.
And she is considered the first witch and the first hag in existence, and that all hags and witches sort of hail from her knowledge, her teachings. But Fenric, I would like you to roll me a history check as well, please.
Okay. Make sure it's set on normal. There we go. Ugh.
Oof,
Man.
that's unfortunate.
Can we restart tonight's session? No, I'm just kidding.
I'll say this. You as you guys are discussing, witch queens and fairies and archfey, so you take out your gun and give it a nice clean and once over, and you know that this firearm was developed by Shatterkai elves who serve the Raven Queen, and you can feel that shadow magic enveloped within the gun itself. But looking it over, I think this firearm definitely has more than just the Witch Queen's touch to it. There is extra magic there that you can't tell where it's coming from, but you know it's there, being attuned to the weapon yourself.
I see. That's spooky.
Very spooky.
Spooky.
Stuff happening.
Yes.
Well, in the meantime, we could prepare for the 8th hour.
The 8th hour.
Yeah, I like the idea of prepping a plan for figuring out how to get Mr. Witch's pocket watch.
I think we should at least maybe prep a backup plan in case things fall flat. With the first one, whichever the first plan is.
So, what plans are you guys coming up with?
Well, I do
Agatha,
have command.
Yes, Fenric?
how do you feel about haunting and terrorizing a carnival?
Ooh. That's a good
Oh my
question. There's a lot of children here. How badly should I traumatize them? Nightmares for a week or pissing themselves for the rest of their lives?
Daddy issues.
My God, Daddy!
Well, we have a couple of friends who may be able to sell it a little bit for us, but you could have a little bit of fun and perhaps make people lay in bed awake at night a little longer than normal.
I like that. Shall I detach and go off now, or are we waiting for a plan?
I'm going to wait for a very specific event that's coming up, and in the midst of all of those gathered here, we're going to figure out a way for you to be seen by the most people possible.
Of course.
Oh, boy.
So I'm thinking, what if we get, it was Candlefoot, right? Is that
Candlefoot? Yep, he's the one
Candlefoot.
who lost his voice and then got it back.
got it back? Okay, and then his significant other was the other one we were talking about.
Kalasha, the mermaid, yes. The mermaid's
Mhm.
son.
Okay.
The mermaid, yeah.
So I'm having a thought as to whether or not we could get Agatha to cause a distraction and get Candlefoot and sorry, her name just left me again. What's her name? Kalasha. To spot her, quote unquote, for us. And let's send the crowd into a bit of a frenzy. That should keep people distracted for a little bit.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Oh, I
which,
like
we
that idea.
should go check up on them. I mean,
We should.
they are indebted to us. We helped them reunite their love.
My thoughts exactly. Let's pay them a visit and check on them and tell them of our plan.
I'll
sure
get
they'd
things
be
ready here and
willing to
make sure you guys know, or you guys can get in the tent, no problem.
Watch your shadow.
Yeah.
You see he's like just looking down at his own shadows every once in a while. He seems a little scared now.
Yeah, the shadows seem to be a little funky, so just be careful.
Not
Burley,
terrifying,
one more
but they
thing.
had
Yes. Yeah.
sneak on you.
Do you anticipate Mr. Witch having any sort of protections against pickpocketers?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, yeah, you know what? I think I do. One time I saw someone bumped into him when he was checking the time, and he dropped the watch, but it sort of just dropped and it bounced right back up into his hand. I think it has something to do with the chain. So if you're taking the watch, you probably got to take the chain too.
Good to know. Thank you, Burley.
Yeah.
All right, so one of us is going to have to actually pull the lift of the pocket watch. Do we have any volunteers?
Fenric. Do you have Firebolt?
I do not.
Luna, do you have Firebolt?
Believe so. I'm a cleric.
If you have Firebolt, then we could, in theory, light his pants on fire.
Oh,
But I have a similar suggestion. Maybe not a similar suggestion. I have a suggestion.
What's your suggestion?
all right, feel free to share.
Okay. So, let's see here. I have a few things that I can do. Most of which,
I'll say this: as you guys are thinking about lifting and doing the pickpocketing, you recall there was another companion of yours hanging out about the carnival, one who had stickier fingers than Luna.
Ah, yes. I hadn't even thought of dear old Corvo.
well, I could really use a smoke like yesterday. So, I think we should go pay someone a little bit of a visit.
You're looking for Vaughn then?
Yes.
All right. He has been in the tent the whole time, helping out with the rest of the Witchlight hands, clean up, take things apart, get ready for the big show.
I'm gonna grab him by the collar and sneak him off.
All right. While you do that, Fenric,
Feel free to go get your cigarettes back.
Fenric.
Oh, I will.
You notice something about Burley as you guys are near his cart here. He also has a lot of rolls of silk, cloths laying around, a spinning wheel. And you realize, oh, he's the new one. He's the new guy who's been making all the costumes.
Burley,
That
Yeah.
He's making.
are you
costumes.
responsible for making all the costumes of the carnival now? I couldn't help but notice all of the different materials in your cart.
Yeah. Old Nicholas's hands aren't what they used to be, so he took me as an apprentice and taught me what he knows. It was called arthritis or something. So he's now just working the ticket booth because you just take gold, give tickets. You don't need to fiddle as much. But
well,
I make
since
all the
he's-
costumes now.
You said he was like 7 feet tall, right?
Yeah, Burley. Yeah, he's huge.
Okay. So I'm going to clap him on the arm and say, I have something I might need your assistance with.
Yeah? Alright. Well, what do you
Seeing
need?
as how Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are rather familiar with the way I look right now, perhaps we can come up with something that they might not recognize immediately.
Sure, yeah, we could do that. Let's get started then. And taking some time, we're gonna vanish your token for a sec. After about, an hour or so, you see this large, huge man work a thread and needle as if he's wielding a sword, moving rapidly between sheets of silk and leathers and all that. It's very frightening almost, because it's like, how does someone that big move so quickly and so delicately? Fenric's new outfit, looking fly, but also helping hide his identity slightly.
Oh my god, look at his butt. Just kidding.
Oh my God, Becky.
So, alright, so
Oh my god, Becky, you looking so fly.
I did slip the scissors a bit, and the V-neck's a little bit plunging, but if you got it, flaunt it, right? I mean, you can always button up if you wanted to.
V-neck's just a little low, you know?
Yeah,
Just
just
a
gotta
little
show off the hamburger a little, you know what I'm saying? Really, expertly well done. It's like you've done this your whole life.
I mean, for most of it, yeah.
All right. Well, now that we're in a bit more incognito, let's see if we can track down. Let's see. I'm gonna turn to Dell. Actually, Aiko had to.
I go
leave for
go
just a
charge
sec,
your
right?
headphones. So,
Okay.
Luna, you head into the tent and you grab Vaughn, and immediately he's like, what's going on?
I'm assuming there's a tree nearby. A tree or something. Something I can just kind of slam him up against.
Oh. Give me an athletics check. We'll go over here. Yeah, there we go. Cherry blossom.
Just throwing him around, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just throwing him around. It's fine. It's fine. Athletics, right?
Yes.
I'm so bad at that. Ready? Oh,
Oh.
never mind. Never mind.
Oh my.
He gets slammed against the tree, and he sort of stuck there. He's like,
Nothing. I
alright.
think you have my smokes. I needed them like yesterday.
all right. He takes them out of his pocket and reaches out to give them to you, and he sort of slips and falls into you. Give me a perception check.
My God. Don't you slip and fall. Oh, 14.
Here, I'll roll this openly so you can see how broken it is. Oh, there it is.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Damn it.
Let me look at your inventory.
Well, anyway.
I mean, if he's gonna do it,
Yeah, fair.
As
then I'm gonna do it.
As he hands you back the cigarette case, he opens it up, takes one out, hands it off to you, and you take a cigarette and he closes it. He does it so fast, so smoothly, you don't even notice he doesn't even give you back the cigarette case. You're just so happy you have this cigarette in your hand.
I'm just so happy. I'm like, here. I'm holding it. I'm just like,
It's one of those pulls on the cigarette that goes like halfway down the cigarette. Like, oh, thank God.
my God. You got a light, at least.
Of course. And he pulls out a light. A book of matches.
Gonna take a deep drag and just.
Hey, you alright? You seem a bit frazzled.
If you mean stressed, yeah, I am.
Oh.
There's a lot going on, and
Oh my god, my chat rolled like 4 ones. This is
this is
That's
sad.
not good.
this is sad.
Wait. Let me get in there to see if my curse continues. Hold on.
Oh,
Just give me one
Get
second
away.
before I continue this. I have to do this. If I don't do this, it's now or never. But it's loading so slow. Stop this. Oh my god!
I am
Quick! Oh hey, DC Cool rolled a 19.
Oh, alright, that's a high roll.
That's better.
Much more better.
Okay, but like, let me try. Oh, Poison's got a 7. Okay, but like, let me just see where my curse extends to. Are you ready?
Oh,
5.
alright.
Road work
And it
ahead.
extends to here.
Yeah, I sure
Yes, we
hope
can
it
hear.
does.
Okay, great.
You're good.
Yes.
More apologies.
Anyways, that little stunt you pulled earlier, if you don't mind, I think we'll be needing your services, at least a little bit.
Oh? What services might that be?
Well, I need stickier hands than mine, and
Oh.
I hate to admit it, but you're the only one I know.
Alright, I can offer my services. What needs pilfering?
How familiar are you with Mr. Witch and Mr. Light?
You want... Oh,
More in particular, Mr. Witch.
well, I work for him.
You
Yeah,
remember
did you?
that pocket watch he's always pulling out,
Oh, I
flipping
do?
open? Well, we need to get our hands on that. There might be something afoot here, and
Give me a persuasion check, I'll see on advantage.
I'm gonna
Guidance
flash
yourself?
a
That's
little
fine.
smile and guidance myself. Ugh. Ah!
With the advantage, oh no.
Ah!
Ah,
Ah! At
These
least the
poor
4
rolls.
added to it. I know. My 4s have been great. Anything beyond that has been just, I don't know.
I don't know. It seems wrong to steal from my employers, but
I mean, is it so wrong if they're trying to hide a murder?
it's not the first murder I've hidden, but... Alright.
Would you do this for me at least?
Ooh.
oh, not that for me.
You see him tense up
You
and
lied.
pause for a second.
Oh,
Fine. When and where?
8th hour during the
Alright.
show. Things are busy. Mr. Witch will probably be alone, and that would be an ample opportunity. And if we successfully do this, I'll owe you big time.
I need one thing from you as well.
What's that?
The wand.
Oh, the wand.
Mhm.
All right. Well, how about this?
I needed to pull
I'll
off the
give you-
lift. We need a little distraction just in case.
That's true. Well, what kind of distraction were you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking if I have the wand, if need be, I can flash a couple of lights in his face and make off. But if If you've come up with a better one, then by all means, let me know.
I mean, you can use my wand, but if you're going to use my wand, I need fair trade, sir.
Give me another persuasion
I don't
check.
give things
This time,
over
not
for free.
not advantaged, and yes, you can guidance yourself.
Yay!
Hooray!
Yay!
Oh, there we go.
Yay! Oh my lord, I know.
24.
There's a roll.
Water.
There it
Okay.
is.
Thank you. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I'm gonna deodorant.
He says, all right. Yeah. And he pulls out a little dagger. And let's see, give me a history or nature check when he hands you the dagger.
I'm not good at either of those.
I'm gonna go history.
Ooh. It is it's very well crafted. It looks a little expensive. The handle is silver. The blade is coated in bronze, so it's like it's got like this white and tarnished, like orange, burnt orange kind of look to it. And it says, that in exchange for the wand, and if we don't use it, we can always swap back.
I suppose. What kind of blade is that?
It's it's a decorative piece.
Is it cursed?
No,
Sentient?
no.
Magic in any way?
Oh, it's silver. Well, I mean, might
Insight
do more
check.
to it. Okay, go for it.
I
Might
don't
do
trust
more to
that
an
it's not
undead.
magic.
Give me that insight.
18.
He seems to be telling the truth. Yeah.
Oh, seems to be.
All right. I'll believe you. I'll take the dagger. For now. Borrow it, anyways. And, I'll let you borrow my wand. But at the end of this all, I expect to get that wand back. I'll owe you a favor. And so I'm thinking, can we make the favor food related or something?
Who? What, you want to take me out to
Like
dinner?
food and drink
Oh.
somewhere, you know. I just want to
Hey,
go out.
Give me an insight
town.
check. Give me an insight check.
Just want to go out on the town, man.
18. I rolled the same one again.
If a brass mask could blush, it would be blushing.
Aww.
You see, his body language seems a little bit like unsure now or embarrassed. He
Now,
nods along.
no need to get embarrassed. It's all good. Not a date or anything. I'm just,
Oh,
gonna go have some fun, hang out a little, get some drinks. I don't really make friends here all that often, and well,
that does sound quite nice. All right.
that's at the end of all this.
Yeah.
If it's successful. If not, well, you better hope that your fingers are sticky.
And he lifts something up from a pocket. It's your deck of tarot cards. He hands it back to you. He says, "They certainly are."
Thank you. And before you go, I'm gonna slip out a card from that
Okay.
deck of cards.
Okay.
I'm gonna hand him a tarot card
Do you
to
want to?
keep with him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You should probably hold on to that for now. Just keep it safe. It's usually related to fates and such, and I believe that the pizza gods are,
Hold on.
things to keep us in check.
I have a deck of many things. It's kind of tarot card related, so I'm gonna draw one. Let's see which one you actually give them.
All right, I'm down. Let's go.
All right, drawing from the top or the bottom?
Middle.
Middle. Okay.
Middle.
All right, I'm just gonna cut the deck right from the middle.
Mm-hmm.
The Talon.
Interesting.
God, you would hope that you never pull this card in game, though.
Yeah, no kidding.
The Talon. Every magic item on your person disintegrates immediately. That would include Luna's arm.
That's a terrible thing. I would be just.
Frodo.
You know what I would be? I wouldn't have an arm. I'd just be a little lump. I'd have a fleshy lump swinging
Little stump.
around,
Yeah.
a little stumpy.
All right. So.
I'm gonna say that the card, because it's tarot cards and not the deck of many things.
Right.
It's the Talon. I'm gonna say that on the tarot cards, this is gonna be something more similar to like a grabbing new fates through the talon claws of an eagle.
Let's see if there's
Something
something
along
similar
that line.
to the Talon.
I'm not even looking it up. I'm just making it up as I go.
Sure thing. You know, why not? But Vaughn heads off, going back inside the tent to return to his duties. Del, anything you're doing in the meantime? Before the three of you head off to visit Palasha at the lake.
Oh my god, Aiko, I'm just reading your comments.
No, you're not supposed to look at them.
Oh lord. Oh lord. Those are spicy comments.
Oh no.
Too early. Too early.
I don't
Not
know,
enough-
man. You're
Not enough alcohol.
I'm done. You're trying to
Not enough alcohol to get that far.
That's where they're going out for drinks first.
That's right. That's right. That's where we're going to the bars.
You were trying to fine dine and wine him. Don't lie.
Fine, dine, and ride. I mean, wine him.
What?
Oh, we heard that.
She's trying to dine, get a dinner, and a full course meal.
Hey.
She's trying to get some D&D.
Dungeons and Daddies?
No. Dick and dinner.
Specifically in that order. I mean,
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
should do it in that order.
Yeah.
I know, right?
now I'm hungry. Let's go.
Yeah.
He's secretly trying to make her quit smoking, and she's like, God damn it.
I don't
Oh
think
my
there's really anything that I really would do. Because I don't know. My friend is dead,
Yeah.
so
True.
I don't really have much to talk to anyone about, you know, like, oh yeah, how's your day? Yeah. Little Raven girl died.
Oh,
You and Burley
How
like,
was
so
your
you
day?
come here
Oh,
often?
So how's
friend
your
died.
shadow doing? Have you ever gotten shanked by your shadow? Have you ever watched a little Raven girl get shanked by her own shadow and then carried off into the abyss? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pretty good day.
crazy
Yeah.
shit, you know?
Yeah. I'm having a great day. What do you
Yeah.
think?
You should
Jess
you
says
just
y'all need to get bonked.
stand there and ask,
Which is
hey, y'all ever do the Avernus?
So, the three of you head out to Silver Song Lake. There is a small crowd that did gather by, and you catch about like the end of a performance. You do hear, as you're approaching, there's this magnificent singing. Like multiple opera singers, their voices harmonizing together, but all coming from this mermaid. And the crowd sort of disperses after the performance. You see this large glass bowl filled with water, and the glass is frosted over, kind of like a privacy screen, almost like a. Like some bathrooms would have that instead of like the stall walls and whatever.
Oh, like the frosted glass.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, give me a
That's cool.
perception check, you guys.
To see through the glass? Oh my god, the privacy. I'm just kidding.
Bye.
And now our brains are
Whoa!
off the rails.
And guidance. Oh,
All right, who are you guidancing? Yourself, I'm guessing.
yes.
All right, you
I was
do
already gonna
see-
do it before.
You do see water sloshing in the bowl, and you guys can hear like little giggles. And you do notice Candlefoot's hat hanging off the rim.
Maybe we should.
Maybe we should go back. And
I'm gonna nudge Dell and I'm gonna nudge Fenric, and I'm just gonna kind of go. Maybe we should give them a couple of minutes. Come back.
We
in a
don't
little
have
bit.
a couple minutes.
We kind of do. It's not that
We
late
have
yet.
to.
As the three of you are talking,
What time is it? How close are we to the 8th hour?
It's about like 6. So you got 2 hours,
Like
give or
6? So like we could probably fit an attraction in and let these two have their fun.
take. Well, as you guys are discussing this, and as the crowd leaves, you do see a head pop out from the top of the bowl, and the frosting sort of goes away, and the bowl becomes transparent again. And you see Palasha.
Oh, she's so pretty.
And
That's
Candlefoot.
such pretty art.
It is.
Oh
it
my
really
god.
Is. It is
Holy shit.
really nice.
Look at this
Tiny.
woman.
But you see the two of them. Candlefoot sort of climbs out of the bowl and hangs around
Zoom.
and gives a little wave. And Palasha's like, "Hello. Candlefoot told me what you did for him. Thank you. Thank you all."
Well, I'm glad he was able to tell you.
And she sort of
Yeah, I do.
she grabs him, and the two and sort of jumps into the water with him, pulling him up. He seems very comfortable with being soaked head to toe. I'm gonna make these people disappear
I can imagine that she gets him wet very often.
very often,
Oh.
in more ways than one. But she's sort of hanging out by the edge of the river as Candlefoot sort of climbs up and sits down on the grass.
Gushing, some would say.
It's real moist. Real moist. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
That's
I'll
how you
use for everyone
describe
who hates
fish.
that word.
Moist.
Dripping.
Moist fish.
Mm-hmm.
Good look.
Slippery when
Yeah.
wet.
Fishy.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay,
fish have a lot of natural
Fish.
oils, and that helps
Oh.
keep things
Lubricated?
lubricated.
Uh-huh.
I knew it. Mhm.
All right, we're just going through all of these just so we can get them out of the way.
We're gonna come back to them.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we'll get back to them.
Oh my god.
Hi. Yes. Hello. Yes. I see you have your voice back. That's
Yes, I
good.
do. It is lovely and wonderful. And you notice Candlefoot has a very kind of sing-songy voice. That he's also likely a decent singer, but nowhere near the level of Palasha.
Lovely. Sorry to interrupt your rendezvous.
Oh, it's quite all right. How are you all? Are you enjoying the carnival so far?
No.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Straight up no.
No.
Just the dead answer. Just, are you enjoying the carnival so far? No.
No.
No. No, I was. And then,
AC Cool says we all need to fucking behave. We're trying, man. We're trying.
Well,
I'm trying. I'm just not
Aging is,
trying very hard.
Oh, behave, baby.
wrong word and a wet one. But anyways.
What happens if we
I'm
don't?
still
Do we
not
get
done.
punished?
Somehow I knew that was coming.
Oh no.
But
Please.
Kind of was like, oh, I'm sorry you're not having a good time. I could probably get you some free tickets or something.
No. I would much rather have your assistance with something.
Of course, whatever you need. And Palasha agrees along. She's like, yes, anything. Be happy to help. Would you like singing lessons? I can.
Oh God, no.
No.
That's not quite what we need.
What do we need them to do again?
Distract.
So Burley did mention that these two are willing to help you. How you want them to help is completely up to you. He doesn't really have like a
Didn't
specific.
we say that we wanted the shadow to appear and then for them to point it out?
Distractions,
We're
yes.
like, oh,
Yeah.
look, it's a creature.
So as you might know, people are dying.
Right.
And that's not very cool.
No, definitely not.
No, it's not cool at all.
Positivity.
So
Positively awful.
Straight up
Wretched.
not having a good time with that one.
And we figured, since, little birdie told us that you might be willing to help, perhaps you could assist us in a distraction while we try to sort things out.
Of course. What did you have in mind? We could, perform a song. We could do something else. What do you
This
think?
one. You explain it.
I'm going to step forward and then say, "This is Agatha," as she emerges from.
Both of them are like,
Oh yes,
dear God.
Agatha.
And I don't know if I
Hello.
showed you guys the Agatha art, but
Oh,
is.
show us the Agatha art.
Ghastly.
Oh my, she's very ghastly. Hello, Agatha.
Yeah.
You ghost
Hello.
Oh, actually, hello, lady.
Hello.
Put it back in your pants. That's my goal.
Have I introduced you to my violin?
Have I
I know it is a cello.
my ghoul?
Oh my goodness.
This is my monster high babe.
She's vaguely pretty. Well, she's a ghost. Stuck my dick in worse things. Let's. All right.
Look.
So, anyways.
So on
Agatha
that note,
appears. Yes.
Yeah. And their reaction, of course.
Very terrified, but also they trust you, and they can see that she's attached to you. They're like, Fenric, are you cursed? Is this... What is going on?
Well, it was a mutual arrangement of ours some time ago, but rest assured, no harm will come to me. But the face you just made as she emerged is quite the face we want you to make. Matter of fact, we want you to sell it even more than that in an effort to whip the crowd around you into a frenzy upon seeing Agatha.
Right. We can,
I mean,
we can certainly do that. How... Oh, I have an idea. And Candlefoot sort of speaks up. He's like, little morbid, but what if she were to, and does like the air quotes, kill us?
Might be worthwhile.
Yeah, I could see how that would cause a stir, but I just don't want you guys getting in trouble if people realize you're also, I don't know, alive.
Well, we could always say it's part of the performance, and from what I can tell, you guys are doing this to help us all, right?
We
A
are.
little bit of trouble in the short term is a lot better than more people going missing in the long run.
Well, I think on the off chance that we can keep Mr. Light distracted, this would be a good chance to do so. He always goes a little crazy when stuff goes off the rails, and
that will give us enough time to track down Mr. Witch and possibly get what we need.
All right. We'll do it. Of course. We'll help.
Sounds
Very
like a
good.
deal.
All right, we have our volunteers. Now, the next thing I
Sorry.
believe we need to be able to do is find someone who would be able to relieve Mr. Witch of his pocket watch. Luna, would you be so kind as to show me your hand? Madam?
I may have already gotten that covered.
Oh, all right. Most excellent.
We have you remember Vaughn?
Oh, yes,
Yes.
your boyfriend.
No. Not not quite that. No.
The one who
Oh.
relieved you of your cigarette case, yes?
Begrudgingly, yes.
Yes. He does seem like a
Thank you.
good fit for the role.
He is. I think he might be trying to relieve me from smoking too, but that's a whole other thing.
It is bad for you.
And just because it's bad for me doesn't mean I'm going to stop smoking.
Well, no, but it does make your teeth rot faster than normal. And age, and I mean, you did seem pretty scared when we went in that little hall of mirrors and you were aging and you were like, oh no, what am I? I'm not beautiful anymore. Eh.
Call that being my reaction, but sure.
I don't either.
So as you guys are discussing this, Palasha does speak up. She says, you know, if things go sideways, we should have someone around who can get people out of trouble in a jiffy. Do any of you know teleportation magic?
Uh,
Or can
what?
any of
But
you
I know how to play a
teleport?
jig.
He knows how to play a jig.
I can play a jig. I can play a little song on my cello. I can go like do 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 do. That's it.
If you don't, I would suggest heading to the Lost Properties tent and speaking with Dialgren. She's good at keeping people out of trouble, and knowing her, she'll want to help.
Yulgrin.
Fenric, give me a history check on advantage, please.
Okay.
Dialgren is not a normal person. She's not even a humanoid. She is a displacer beast. A fey creature that resembles a large panther with tentacles that can essentially teleport between places. A very rare and powerful skill that might be useful in this situation.
Damn.
Well, sounds to me like it would certainly come in handy should we need to get ourselves out of a sticky situation.
I think that's a good idea. We could head over there. We got some time between now and the 8th hour, so we'll meet y'all then, and let's get this ball in the roll, shall we?
Kind of looks like, is it the 8th hour? We have some time. Are you staying for another performance, or we...
Nah, you guys can resume your fucking or whatever it was you were doing.
Be safe, use protection.
Both of them beat red, but like,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. And they swim back to the bowl that immediately becomes frosted over.
Abrasive bitch.
Your tact is astounding, Luna.
I know. So I find it often better just to say things straight up. I'm not one for lies, really.
So,
Fair enough.
back to this map. You guys were at the Silver Song Lake.
Bojack!
There's Bojack.
BoJack Horseman.
Bojack
Oh my
Horseman
god.
is actually in one of our campaigns.
Oh,
Is
nice.
Maverick.
I like it.
That is Maverick.
Mm,
Boy.
map. It's a little blurry right now, but I promise it'll get clear.
Yeah, it'll clear up. It'll clear up. It
There
just
we
takes a
go.
moment.
There we go.
There we go. Oh.
So yes, you folks are at Silver Song Lake. Lost property is here, and if there's anywhere else you guys want to go, I will say you guys have time to maybe visit one other place before the 8th hour.
Was there anywhere you guys wanted to visit? I know, Fenric, you like to visit old memories, and, well, Del, this is your experience. Thank you, Hoku.
Doesn't feel really the most appropriate to go and have fun after witnessing someone die.
Fair enough.
That's why I'm suggesting it, because, you know, having fun means that you don't have to think about it.
I'll have fun afterwards.
All right. Then I guess we're heading straight to Lost Property, and we'll figure what else later.
Lead the way, tour guide.
All right, so you
Yeah,
guys
I
head to
guess.
Lost Property.
I will lead them. What hope do my sheep have? I am the leader.
Don't lead us to the slaughter, Luna.
I shall lead you to the slaughter.
Yay!
So, Lost Property is essentially a large wagon. Sitting in front is this beautiful looking panther-like creature, which you do all recognize as a displacer beast. Her tail splits off into two sort of prongs that have these little barbed hooks at the end that she can use to, grab things if need be, as well as, and you guys would know this from, having some experience in combat, is these, she can attach and claw at creatures with these. But on two of her sort of tentacles, she has these beautiful butterfly wings, making her look less like a terrifying cat creature and more like a beautiful, large, cat-like butterfly. You
I
see,
kind of love that the top parts look like tails. Like, that's amazing.
that's the cool part.
creative.
They are tails that are essentially attached to her spine on her back.
Yeah.
So she's got like multiple
Nice.
of those, and those are like what she used
Like,
to
that's
hit people with.
cool.
But in this case,
Oh, and so many legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the back ones.
a many-legged creature.
Like a bug.
But you see,
It's a buggy
there
panther.
are several children sitting around, and at one point, a parent comes by and is like, "Oh, I finally found you," and this child gets ushered off, but not before Dialgren sort of pours from their little neck or the collar pouch thing a little drink for the child.
Aww. That's cute. I like that.
And she sits, relaxing, as two more sort of, not lost children, but children that have been lost and then found.
I don't like that this
want.
is called lost property. I
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Do they become property of the lost property?
Well, these two children are
Parents don't come
playing
pick them up.
in the cart, and one of them climbs up, looking amongst the trinkets, touches this beautiful looking, completely reflective ball, like a mirror ball, and when he does that, Dialgren says, "Stop! No! Do not touch that!" And the child drops it and is slightly terrified and quickly runs away, crying. And she's like, I'm sorry. Fuck. And she looks and sees you three. He's like, "Please, could you help fetch the child? I can't leave this one by
Yeah.
himself."
Yeah.
I got it. I'm gonna run over.
All right, give
Oh,
me
well,
investigation
Andrew.
checks, please.
Child.
Del, I'm gonna guidance you.
All right.
I'm gonna sprint to the child.
Sprint and guidance. Investigation, add a D4. Hey, that's better.
Oh, that's 12. That's barely enough. The DC was 11.
Oh, dang.
So, Dill, after about 5 minutes of searching, you find the child hiding behind a candy stall. And bring him back. He seems still a little bit shaken. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to touch that. And as you return, Dialgren sort of wanders over, pours the child a drink, says, I'm sorry, my child. That was my... I apologize for my outburst. And he sits and rests and looks at the three of you and says, so, let's see here. An old employee, a new employee, and... Oh, you're different.
Correct.
You look great for your age. And she sort of looks at Tal. Give me an insight check, Tal.
Wow, you look great for your age line. Really had to go there.
The most backhanded compliment ever.
I
God, you
know,
look great for your
right?
age. Well, how old do you think I am?
There's a sense in your mind of like, she knows more than what she's letting on.
I'm only 24, man. Leave me alone.
But she sits, she
I
relaxes.
didn't look that old.
So, what can I help you with?
Thank you.
Can I look at myself in the water?
Mhm.
Can I see how old I look?
You look great for your age.
Oh God. Oh God. Anyways,
I'm only 24. Does that mean I look
We're on
like 18? What?
You do look very young. You do look very young.
Mhm.
For 24.
Sorry, what was her name again? The
Dermalgren. I think I've been pronouncing it incorrectly.
I don't know. Can you put it in the chat? So I can just look at it every time I need to refer to it.
Derlagron.
Or Logron? Or Logren?
D. We'll call her D.
Logron?
D sounds
Call her
about
D?
right. Yeah.
Durr.
So do you think we're here on a little bit of business? And a favor, if that's all right.
Oh, what sort of business can I help you with?
Well, do you know if there's any protocols in place should anything go sideways, anything happen, mass hysteria, in order to keep the guests safe?
What are you planning?
I'm not planning anything. Well, I'm always planning something. That's not true. But regardless of what the plan is, we just want to make sure that everyone in the park is safe. That's all.
Tell me more, and don't leave any of it out.
There's
You
children.
know how you know how people have been going missing?
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Bang.
Hey. Not too shabby.
16.
You know, yes, I'm very familiar with that. And you notice a very deep sadness in her eyes. And you can see her eyeing that glass, that mirrored ball.
Well, really trying to get to the bottom of it, and our investigation has led us to needing to find out a little bit more about what's going on here, especially from Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
You saying they know something?
They absolutely do, but they're not willing to spill. We have a bit of theory going on, and I think if all goes well, we might be able to track down the people that have gone missing. So, I guess what I'm proposing, anyways, is would you be willing to help to track down some lost people? I mean, it is what you're good at.
If this is what you're doing, then I will do everything I can to help.
Perfect. Then, at the 8th hour tonight, there's going to be a bit of a performance going on, and we just want to make sure that if anything goes sideways, there's a way that we can get the guests out of here safely and no one gets hurt.
I will
That's
help
all we
with
want.
that. In return, I will ask that you do one thing. If you're looking into the missing people, I ask that you look for my cup. Some years ago, when I was
Your
still...
mic's cutting out.
Your mic.
Oh, sorry.
Your mic.
Yeah, it's like
some
cutting in and
years
out.
ago. What was the last part you guys caught?
I didn't catch the
looking
name
for
of who she was
my-
looking for.
Looking.
Yeah.
I asked that you look for my cub.
Ah.
Some years ago, my child went missing, and nothing was done about it. And since then, I've watched over the children who wander from their parents, making sure no one feels the same way I do. And one of her tentacled prongs picks up that mirrored ball and hands it off to Dell. And she says, "This was his favorite toy. If you happen to find him, please bring him back."
Okay.
Of course.
What happens to be his name, if I might ask?
Star.
Star. All right. Keep that in mind.
What does he look like? Is there any
Like me.
defining feature?
Black fur. He might have grown quite a lot by now, but black fur. And of
I
course,
can't
that was his
guarantee
favorite toy,
anything.
so
All
he would
right.
recognize that at least.
Well, I can't guarantee anything, but if we find anything, even any information at all, we'll be sure to relay that. And hopefully, maybe even find your cub, because that would be amazing.
Thank you.
Of course. Other than that, do you have a plan for how to transport people out of here if need be?
I will watch as the people leave, and should anyone look to be in trouble, slip and fall, I will use my abilities to whisk them away to safety.
Awesome. And my cat's throwing up in the background. Amazing.
Oh. Well, actually,
That's
you know
not
what?
good.
On that note, why don't we take a short break so you can take care of the cat and I can go pee? So,
Perfect.
yeah.
Sounds
We'll
great.
grab drinks, be back in a few minutes. So yeah, we'll do that, and I'll be back in a bit.
All right.
BRB, homie.
Hello, friends. We are back waiting, which is fine. Oh, my video's still playing, which is also fine. For some reason is like at that part, that's fine. We're gonna chill here for just a little bit while we wait for the rest of the crew to come back. I think they're still getting snacks and or drinks while the rest of us chill. How's it going, Hoku? Hi, lovely. It's so good to see you. How are you enjoying the session so far? It's very fun to listen to. I'm having a lot of fun. I know that. You're okay. All right. All right. I'm enjoying all the dick jokes.
I am back.
Hi. You came back to I'm enjoying the dick jokes.
I did.
You're very funny. Oh, thank you. I fail at the RP part of an RPG. That's okay. That's all right. Not everyone's good at it, especially not everyone's good from the start. Believe it or not, Hoku, when I started playing D&D, I was actually not very roleplay heavy, if at all. I was more into like the battles and stuff. I did some role playing, but it wasn't like I didn't quite find my stride with it yet. It took me a while to really find my stride.
You were into walking up to people and asking to seduce them. That's right.
Yeah.
So-
Most of the time, it was just me walking up and seducing people.
So I will say this, Hoku.
I played a bard.
The
without
important
playing
thing
a
is to
bard.
first off find a group that you feel comfortable with. Because if you're
And a
gonna play
DM
with
that
random
you feel
people,
comfortable with too.
and that's also
Yeah.
if you just play with random people, you're not gonna be comfortable enough to RP with them, and that's okay. And so you want to find friends to play with. And then the second thing, and this is the hard part, is completely eliminate all of your shame. There's no shame in D&D.
No, there's no shame in role playing.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
And it's like,
Okay.
yeah,
Those dick jokes.
Ketchup. Yeah, they put a lot on the side here. I don't know what happened here.
what's going on?
My burger looked like it got murdered.
Oh, Frodo, sit up. Paw, good boy.
No, eat it. Go eat it.
So, basically, here's how I'll play it.
Good boy.
When I started playing D&D with these guys, I wasn't very roleplay heavy at all. But Papa was really good about it, and he sort of like, we took things really slow at the start and just kind of let me get used to the classes and get used to the characters and stuff. Once I started figuring out how to really like flesh out characters, figuring out backstories and all that, the rest sort of just fell in line with it and got easier.
And it's okay if you have a 1-page backstory or a 6-page backstory.
You can have any kind of backstory.
Exactly. Like, if you're not comfortable with making a character's like motivations and all that stuff, you talk to your DM and they can just help you guide through that process and give you options on what you might like, what you might not like. For example, Poison, I know he's probably still here. He had an idea for a character, gave me a bit of backstory, and said, rest of it, I will fill in the gaps as the DM. So if you have some broad ideas, if you have like no ideas, well, hey, maybe your DM will just sort of write part of a backstory for you, and then you take it from there.
Or depending on the campaign, you could even have your backstory be written throughout, like first character. I didn't have any backstory for Karlov, and Papa and I, we wrote out backstory like during the campaign. So we had started to figure her out much later. And honestly, a lot of my characters have just become more refined as time has gone on. I've been playing D&D for like, what, 2-3 years now? Has it been 2-3 years that we've been playing?
Almost three.
Almost
I mean, once
3?
it hits your birthday, it'll be 3, because that's essentially when we started.
Oh, hell yeah. That's right. My birthday is our anniversary of D&D.
So, and that's the other thing. Like, you can have a very simple backstory and still have a lot of fun with it. You could be like, my character is just a town guard, worked here my whole life, and now I'm going on an adventure to kill a dragon. That's pretty crazy and exciting.
I will say that probably the best advice I can give in terms of character creation and like what creates the most fun characters don't be afraid to give your characters flaws. Because
Yes.
flaws are so much fun. Everyone wants to be the perfect character. Everyone wants to have a character that has no flaws, and that's boring. Character who has flaws, like in this case with Luna, she's very abrasive. She's missing an arm. She's, got all this other sort of. She's a sticky-handed cleric. How many sticky-handed clerics are you really gonna meet in D&D usually? Not a whole lot. So it's kind of more interesting this way.
It really is, yeah. All right, I think everyone's back.
But scared, to be honest.
So
I've had bad experiences with learning. It totally depends on the DM and the group, honestly.
yeah.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, come on. Okay. So looks like we're all back. So you've recruited Durlagron to heist the plan of sorts. Anything else you guys would like to do while you're here? It is getting close to the 8th hour.
It is getting very close.
Just a question.
Yes.
I kind of blanked for the part where did she ever tell us where we're supposed to look for her child?
She doesn't really even know. She knows people have gone missing and that you guys are looking into it. She's assuming whatever took her child is what's also taking these other people. So she's just saying, like, if you happen to find out where these people are going off to or disappearing to, keep an eye out for my kid.
Okay. I can do that.
Perfect. We can do these things. We're qualified professionals. We have licenses.
And references.
And references.
We have a LinkedIn page.
You know,
You don't.
we have a LinkedIn page. We've been hired. Our promise
No.
payment we don't know yet, but it'll happen.
All right, so in this case then, given that it is getting close to the 8th hour, I'll say you guys are heading back to the big top here. Crowds are starting to pour back in.
Might want to remove the dead body.
Oh no, Dell's gonna have to relive all her worst memories.
You see that little fleck of red on the dirt.
There it is. Look
There
at
it
that.
is.
Look at
That's my
that.
impression right there. You see this?
Can I?
See this?
Can I perception to see if Dell has a tear in her eye?
I mean, Del, do you have tears in your eyes?
No.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Let's
Oh,
get
well.
all of these people in.
Oh yes, all the crowds of people.
Yes.
The crowds. The crowds.
The crowds of carnival goers.
The people. They raw. They re. They do all sorts of things.
They re?
They re.
Yes, a short bus pulls up and a bunch of children step out going, "Read!"
There's a nuke in the audience.
That is exactly how that goes.
But the show begins. You see Mr. Witch standing off to the side. You see Mr. Light coordinating all the Witchlight hands. It is extravagant and vibrant. You see fire breathers. You see illusions of little demonic creatures flying about. All of these extravagancies put on this large show. That's a little carnival music to it.
Hey, there we go.
There we go.
Bigger.
So, as you guys step in from the bottom here, from the south, you see Burley on the other side, on the north end. It's going to be around here. Let me find his character shoes token.
You and your pumpkin head.
He waves you over, so asking you guys to come to where he is.
Well,
Wait, where is he?
discreet
On
way
the
possible.
other side, the north over here.
Oh, I see him. Okay.
You
It
might want to
is a
zoom out a bit.
tall
Yes.
We're gonna go about this in the most discreet way possible.
Yes. Just sneak up here through the top row and wander around here.
Yeah, here, let's just whoop.
Just bebop around.
Pardon me. Oh,
Yeah.
whoop,
Guys
excuse
are
me,
moving
pardon me.
And here we go.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Ooh,
I'm not
popcorn. Can I have some of that? Thank you.
Yeah,
Give me a sleight of hand check.
yeah. Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh.
You sort of bump into a child and spill their popcorn everywhere. They're like, "My popcorn." You manage to get off with like a handful of kernels. But there is a sort of backstage area.
Yes.
Probably lets you guys in. You see Candlefoot, and he's pulling around Palasha in essentially a small wagon with a big glass bowl on it filled with water, and she's just like sitting in it.
You're saying a small wet kiss, and I was like, oh boy, they getting it on even in here.
Oh, well, I mean, you know, they're still lovey-dovey, and like even though he's dragging the wagon, he's like holding her hand as well.
Aw, they're so cute.
Hold my fin. Hold my fin.
Hold it tight. Don't let go.
But back here, you see a variety of costumes, accessories. Let's see here, just on rows and rows of dressers and whatnot. You see like all of these mirrors as well with candles and lights as people are putting on makeup and getting ready for the show.
As one does.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What would you like to do back here? Really, as he leaves you, he's like, everyone here knows the plan. Don't you can speak freely.
More people I thought would be in here. Or, sorry, not more people. This is a lot more people than I thought would be here for the plan.
Well, a lot of us are tired of the troubles, and you know, we love this place and we want it to be safe.
I mean, you're right. This is the only place I can call home right now, so. Alrighty. Well, shall we get this plan on the move then?
All right, what's the distraction gonna be?
Well,
As Agatha peeks her head up over my shoulder. Here's our distraction.
Candlefoot and Palasha step out. They are getting ready. Agatha is also going to step out and get herself ready.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
yes, come here, you ghouly woman.
Hello there, ghost. Allow me to put the romance in necromancy.
Wow, necromancing, I see.
Necromance me, baby. All right. Anyway.
Alright. So,
That's exactly how that goes.
Right. So
what would you like to instruct Agatha to do?
So, Agatha, as the crown is about to be placed upon the head of the recipient of this award that they're dishing out, we'd like for you to make your move on, oh my gosh, I'm so terrible with names. Candlefoot and
Palasha?
Palasha, there we go.
Yeah.
Candlefoot and Palasha, make it look convincing. You don't necessarily have to play dead, or if you feel like that will sell the illusion, feel free to carry on with that. And then Luna, as that masquerade is taking place, and you see that Mr. Witch is bewitched by our spectacle, send in your pickpocket to do what he should be doing. Tell him to grab the pocket watch, chain and all, and get out of sight.
I'm gonna gesture to Jester. I'm gonna gesture to Vaughn to get into position. And
He sees you call out or your hand signals, and he gets.
I'm not giving hand signals.
Oh.
I'm give him a little spooky whisper.
Oh shit! You casting message?
Dissonant. No, I'm casting dissonant whispers.
Oh no! Okay, all right, let's do it. Okay.
Spooky whisper.
He's gonna have to.
I want to see him shiver.
All right.
I'm basically bullying this man.
What's your spell save DC?
That's a little kinky.
14.
Okay. Roll the damage for dissonant whispers.
Okay. Give me one
Is
second.
it's a wisdom save?
It
Wisdom save.
is
14.
yes.
He does
I just
succeed
wanted
on
to
the
do it.
save.
But
Do you want it to actually damage and injure him or no?
no, I don't want it to
Okay.
actually damage and injure him.
Alright.
I just want to make him shake in his boots.
Immediately you see his head just like,
Psychological
start like
warfare.
turning around like he's terrified, and then he sees you, and he gives you like a, and then he sort of puts his hand up to like where the beak mouth would be, and you can hear in your head it's like,
Oh,
it wasn't necessary.
goodbye, Papa. Oh no.
Oh, can you not hear me? Hello?
Hello?
Can you guys hear me?
You were roboting.
Am I?
You are
Oh,
robotic.
Now I can hear you.
So
How
hard.
about now?
We can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you.
You are
I can hear you
robotic.
okay.
All right.
Oh, there we
I
go.
can hear you fine.
How about now? How about
I
we
just
good?
saw
We
your
good? Test
camera
one,
go
test
like,
two.
Go, stop, go.
Yeah.
You were going about 2 frames a second. I was like, oh god. Something
All right.
bad's happening here.
Temporary glitch. We'll just rewind that. Yeah, so Vaughn looks at you. He puts his hand up to like the tip of the beak where like the mask ends, and you
Yeah.
hear a voice in your head that says, "Oh, that wasn't necessarily, was it?"
Answer back with, that was absolutely necessary.
You just
Having
a
a little fun.
sigh in reply. Oh, Poison, thank you for the donation there, for the biddies. Appreciate you. But yes, he moves his
Biddy.
way around, getting ready.
Alright. I don't even think she has message. Let me check here.
He does.
Let me check. He does.
Mhm.
She doesn't. Oh, that's why I did dissonant whispers, because she doesn't have message.
So, eventually the show goes
Oh,
on,
she has message though.
and Mr. Light stands on a central podium, says, "And now, for the main event, we shall place a crown upon our most treasured guest this evening, someone who has brought much joy to this carnival." And he holds up his scepter and starts to sort of just wave it around, and you can see the scepter light up when it points at certain people. And when he turns and points it towards Luna, it lights up the brightest. And he looks at it and he's like,
Oh no.
Is this thing working? All right. Luna, please, come. You are to be crowned the Witchlight Monarch. Come, everyone, up on the central stage.
I think you just see the most like fuck me facial expression she can muster. Just why?
I would happily
And as you-
to urge her on by going, just remember unicorns.
She's gonna fly over, wings fluttering, not pixie dust, fairy dust, plinking,
As you
whatever.
fly over, you do hear a number amongst the crowd go, "Oh, it's the unicorn lady. Oh, she's so funny. Oh, she loves unicorns."
No.
A number of children voices.
Tell me I don't have to give a speech.
Not the unicorn lady. Come on.
All right. Thank you for that, Poison. I see this chaos. Mr. Light takes the scepter and taps the top of your head, and a little unicorn horn sprouts off the top of your forehead. I need you to roll a d100 for me.
46.
Ooh boy. Roll a d20 for me as well, please. Thank you.
7.
7. Alrighty. 46. The unicorn horn on your head starts to rumble and shake almost, and it explodes in a bright, vibrant light. Your form is essentially covered in light. The fairy fire spell has a similar effect, but essentially you are now a glowing beacon of bright light for the next 10 minutes.
Great. As if I didn't want to be more on the center of the attention of everyone's eyes. Fantastic. I'm gonna just look extremely embarrassed, very just out of place.
As you're doing this, Candlefoot and Palasha sort of move their way up, moving amongst the other Witchlight hands, when all of a sudden, Agatha, in her ghostly form, grows larger, taking in all the shadows of the tent, and she flies across, shouting towards Candlefoot, shouting towards Palasha, who says, "How dare you steal my man?" And she goes straight for Palasha, flying straight through her, and Palasha falls over, appearing dead.
Can she also, pretend to possess me so I can get out of here as soon as possible?
If you want to try to tell her to do that, but that wasn't part of the plan, so unless you say...
I will cast sending to her if I must.
But before you do, Agatha then flies towards Candlefoot, who lets out a very exaggerated, "No, my love!" And she flies through Candlefoot, and Candlefoot falls over, appearing dead as well. Then Agatha flies away, vanishing amongst the shadows. Everyone is just utterly terrified for a moment. But then Mr. Light stands up beside Luna, lifting you up, and says, "And thank you everyone for this lovely demonstration. A tale of love and loss." And you can see he's kind of turning the crowd. They're not as scared, considering there was a death earlier, or an alleged death.
As soon as his hand goes up, I'm gonna get my face as close to his hand and pretend to keel over.
Oh, give me a performance check.
Oh no!
You can do it.
I'm gonna guidance myself because my performance is not that great.
Just remember unicorns.
Yeah, I will. Thank you, unicorns.
Unicorns. Have them in your prayers.
Shit.
See unicorns.
Whoa!
Oh boy. So you
Unicorn.
fall over pretending to be dead. I'm just gonna put your health to 0 just to pretend.
Yeah, go for it. That's fine.
And you slump over a little too hard, and there's like a loud bang, and everyone's like quiet for a moment. And the child's like,
No.
"Did she die?"
What if? I'm trying to think.
Wait, I have an idea.
I
Alright,
had an idea. I have some dried berries.
You have some what?
If
now?
I squish them hard, dried berries, if I squish them hard enough, will it look like some red, little bit of red, seeping through my clothes will come out?
You have to push real hard. I'll say roll a nature check. Fenric, you said you had an idea?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Agatha to come back out, kind of over here, and then I'm gonna yell across the tent and say, "The ghost is back! Everybody run!"
Give me a performance or
Oh.
persuasion check.
Let's do performance.
Can I help by screaming?
Yes, I'll say you can roll on advantage, Fenric, or Del,
Okay.
you can just roll a separate one. So either
Oh.
you give him advantage or you both roll.
Run! Yeah, I know,
Hey,
right?
Nice.
There we go.
Hang on. I have fairy magic.
Mhm.
I know the druid craft cantrip.
Yes.
I can make blood happen by visuals.
Okay, yeah, I'll say you can
I
cast
forgot
Druidcraft.
to add druidcraft into my cantrips.
That's okay. You make it look like there's blood. At the same time, Fenric and Del, through screaming and frantic shouting,
Yes.
convincingly make Agatha appear to be a much more serious threat. People start making their way out, starting to look a little terrified. As you watch this happen, you watch as Vaughn sort of slips by Mr. Witch. I'll say Luna, since you are the closest. Give me a perception check.
Alright. I'm assuming I told Vaughn he needs to, like, remove the gold chain when I was giving him the rundown of the explanation and all that.
Yep.
Okay. Perception. No. I'm too busy pretending to be dead.
Alright. Vaughn sort of just bumps by him, moving amongst the crowd as they're all leaving. And he ends up by Fenric. And you feel Vaughn sort of not hip check you, but sort of just bump into your shoulder a bit, and you feel something
A hip
slip
check.
into your pocket.
Well done.
He gives it a little nod and says, "Well, best of luck." Yeah. Goes back into the back there. But now people are frantically leaving, looking a little bit more terrified. And Mr. Light's like, it's all right. Oh. And he sort of steps back with Mr. Witch. And he's like, you guys can hear him talk like, how much longer? How much longer before we can end the show? And Mr. Witch is like, fuck. And the two of them rush out quickly. There is a bit of pandemonium, a bit of chaos. Candlefoot and Palasha sort of come to, and amongst the sort of chaos, what are you guys doing? There is a lot of people scurrying around, trying to make their way out. Are you guys just gonna make your way out as well, or hide amongst the crowd?
I'm gonna make my way over to Fenric first of all.
Yeah.
I'm
I'll-
gonna wait for somebody to drag me off.
Okay, I got
pretend
you.
I'm dead.
I got you.
Thank
I'll
you.
message you in a second.
I'm gonna call for Agatha and just say our work here is done. Well done.
She
And have her.
returns and melds
Yep.
with your shadow.
All right, great. And then I'm gonna step in real quick and say, Burley, would you be so kind as to grab our friend Luna off of the floor, please?
Oh, yeah, sure thing. And he heads out, and he
Just
sees
take
that
her off.
Candlefoot and Palasha are already, like, helping Luna pack up, and so the three of them make their way back.
Yay. I hated every bit of that.
Well done, Your Highness.
Wonderful. I've never
Oh.
seen such a great performance.
Yes, well done all around.
Oh, that worked.
I wasn't expecting that.
We got it, right? That worked? Yeah?
As I pull it out and drop the chain and the pocket watch at the end. Worked like a charm.
You see this beautiful platinum and silver inlaid pocket watch. It does have some elven script written on it. Let me just find it here.
So quiet. Oh, there we go.
Witchlight watch. So,
Witchlight watch. Oh yeah, you know the elf.
I know that.
I know
pocket
the
watch.
Sylvan.
The end of a gold chain. It glows with a faint golden light when it opened and makes a soft ticking noise that can only be heard by the creature holding it. The face on the watch shows a miniature painting of the Witchlight Carnival, ringed by a tiny henge, orbited at night by a mode of small light.
It's a lot of words.
So
That
the
is a
mode
lot
of
of
light
words.
is actually the arms of the actual, like the arms of the clock. There's no like there's no big hand, little hand, or anything like that. The modes of light that spin around the actual carnival on the Pocket Watch is how you tell time with it.
Right.
Makes sense.
I want to look at the carnival that's like in there in the picture.
Yeah. What do you want?
What is the
I'm
other
assuming it.
picture?
Yeah. Sorry,
Is
what was that?
is the inscription on it something that we can read since it's Elvish?
Oh yes, you guys all speak Elvish, so let's see
Yeah.
here.
We're such elvish people.
You know what else? I could speak Sylvan.
Oh.
Aw.
Wait for this. Same
Oh my-
scene.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Literally
Can't join in
twinning.
on that party.
Okay, it's okay. I got this.
You
I got
also
this.
what
You
I
know
have
what
you here
else?
for.
I can speak common.
Oh my god. Oh my
Hey.
god. Are you ready for this?
Oh my god.
Samesies. Gosh.
Oh my
You're like
Twinsies.
Oh
same
my God.
person.
Triplets. I don't know what the next term for twinning would be, so
Tripleting.
So the
Tripling.
Alright, so there we go, found the inscription. So the inscription on the back of this watch is a name in Elvish.
Oh,
Isolde.
he sold?
that looks like I'm saying I sold.
He sold.
Isolde. Fenric,
I
I'd
mean-
like you to give me a... not say history or nature check at advantage, because you are an elf.
Okay. Both about the same, so.
So, the names Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are clearly pseudonyms. No one actually names their kid this. But these two are Shatter Kai. And Isolde is not a Shatter Kai name. As an elf, you know that this name is a very classic Eladrin name, which means it's just more of a Feywild elf. So, it gives you this sense that this might actually be the watch's real owner, and it might not be Mr. Witch or Mr. Light, considering you know that they are Shatter Kai.
If this isn't their watch, then whose is it?
Well, Isolde is definitely not someone that would relate to them, as it's a Fey elf rather than our Feywild elf, rather than a Shedar Kai. Perhaps they borrowed this from someone?
I'm from the Feywild, so. Have I heard that name before?
Isolde?
Yeah.
Also, give me a history
Like,
check.
In the past,
I'll say a
or
history
like
check. Yeah.
passing.
And same with you, Aiko. I know your character may also need, so give me a history check.
I could also ask my lovely sword,
Mhm.
my Italian sword.
Your
Ooh.
Italian sword?
Okay, so
Yeah, like-
Fenric and Dell. Actually, 15 would be enough. The three of you recognize the name as a very old elven bard. Relatively
Oh, yeah.
famous one. One who ran
I
a
know
show and troupe for many years. But their name has faded to obscurity with the passage of time.
Do you think this was
Well.
something that was passed down to the two of them?
Perhaps.
Possibly?
If that's the case, then do you recall perhaps any religious aspects of assault?
Can I religion?
And Henry.
as well?
Religion check?
Can we-
Yeah,
Wait.
you wanna?
Of
Religion.
Isolde, I would
Three.
say with that. No, I'll say with that history check. Like Isolde the Bard is sort of like P.T. Barnum.
Right.
Just a really old, or like Houdini, like a really old, famous entertainer. So finding something with his name on it in a carnival, not the most unexpected thing. But that being said, anything related to this guy does have a history of being with entertainment.
I see. Okay.
And this one does speak up, says, well, we've got to watch. Now it's time to confront the two of them, right?
We
Think
need a
so.
barrier in between us. We need something so that they won't just, I don't know, kill us and take it.
It's a good
We
call.
do need some sort of protection. Perhaps.
Perhaps a spokesperson? We just go,
No.
hey, we know where the watch is.
I do have a bit of a plan. These guys care a lot about their circus, and they care a lot about their audience, especially the patrons that come in. Perhaps we should use the people as a barrier between us and them.
Perhaps draw a
In a
crowd.
public place?
Ooh.
Do it in a public place, They can't exactly hide things behind closed doors if we're getting them down in the open.
True. How would we gather a crowd, do you think?
Well, if any of the injured ones or ones that have been whisked off to, what was her name again?
Legrand?
Yeah.
Yeah, she could help you rally a crowd.
Then she's
thinking-
probably got at least a little bit of a small crowd over there. I'm sure we could get her help.
Could. We also need to have a place where, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light are there.
You guys
If
did see
we-
them head out of the tents to the staff area.
I can send them a message, and I think I can get them here pretty easily. I'm sure they would be fairly desperate to get this watch back. That alone would probably be enough to draw them in.
Agreed. Perhaps a
just
messenger
won't
that
help.
tells them that they know the location of the watch.
If you wouldn't mind, if we do have to do negotiating, I am a bit of a diplomat.
If you'd like
Excellent.
to take the lead in negotiating, I see no problem with that. I can do the sending, get the message.
That would
Very
work
well.
wonderfully.
All right, well, I think we got our at least my next steps ahead, and
Sure. So you
what
cast
was
sending.
that? Not yet.
Okay.
Say,
I'm
where
gonna
would we like to
shimmy
have
out
them
first.
meet?
Let me put you guys
I-
back on the big map so you can look at the spot.
Perhaps like
Yeah.
a center point of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are at the big top.
Luna, could you maybe fly up and see where the largest gathering of people is?
Absolutely. I'm gonna fly on up,
You see
take a look.
a good crowd near the calliope between there and Lost Property. This seems to be the crowd that exited the big top. You see some wandering groups all about here, but nothing too big. And then you also see a good amount of people at the feasting orchard.
Perhaps the orchard?
Well, if we go to the calliope and the lost property, those people are already easily influenced.
An excellent point.
They would already know
Sure.
the context of everything. They'd, be a little bit suspicious, perhaps.
I think that might be a good call, honestly. And I think. Just give me 1 second here. I'm thinking of casting Augury
Okay.
just to see how this
All right. We're auguring.
conversation
Sure.
will go.
You want to
Yeah.
put that in the group in the chat there so people can look that
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
An omen. of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the wheel and well, we're going to use a string. What do you wish to ask? What do you wish to ask?
If we go to the last property in between there and the Calliope, and we get Mr. Light and Mr. Witch over, how well do you believe that conversation might go? How likely are we to die in that situation? Or maybe not die, but like get into a fight.
Okay. Let's see here. The string leading towards that crowd of people starts out red and then shifts to blue.
Interesting.
Do you have the
Okay.
color key that we made?
Maybe.
It's here.
Mhm.
It's in your
Let me-
items folder.
Oh, there it is. Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. We said blue was sadness and anxiety. They'll get anxious.
That's the feeling you're getting from that course of action, is that there is going to be some sort of anxiety-inducing moment, or just it's gonna be sad.
But it's not straight up danger, which I like. So I think I'm leaning towards that as well. I think we stand some good chances of at least, it's not gray, so it's not death either. I think we stand at least a good chance of equal footing, if not some sort of ground. But we should definitely stick close to the people and try to talk about this as calmly as possible. Dell leading the way here.
Okay, so
Sounds like a
We'll
good plan
make
to
our
me.
way over.
you guys move
Yeah.
your way over. I'm gonna put you guys on the Calliope map.
All right. And
You said you wanted to cast your sending towards Mr. Witch and Mr. Light.
yes.
he's
I'm
done.
assuming if I cast it to one, it's also going to cast it to the, or it's also, he's going to relay it to the other. So, and is there a little bit of some people we could get here? Maybe like a little
Oh yeah, for
crowd?
sure. Let's get you some crowds as
Just
well. Let me
people.
find some crowds here for you. Good.
Jelly! Mwah. So full of smooshes
So-
today.
The crowds from the big top are still like just conversing amongst themselves in a safe spot. The mood is a little bit sour. Everyone seems to be off-put by the performance. What would you like to say in your sending? It's 25 words or less.
I'm going to start it by saying,
And who are you sending it to? Mr. Witch or Mr. Light?
oh, I'm sending it to Mr. Witch.
Okay.
I'm going to cast sending. I'm going to say, we want an explanation and the truth. Meet us at the Calliope. We have your watch.
You hear an angered voice.
Oh yeah, I'm expecting it.
You have no idea what you are doing. We are on our way. Please, do not do anything rash.
Not one more I can say. I'm so
But
tempted to
They
send
quickly make their way over, arriving in just a few minutes.
I figured.
So,
Anyways.
you have my watch, and I see we have an audience.
We do?
That would be correct. Yes.
What can we do to get it back?
Well, for a start, look at all these terrified people. Especially after the incident earlier and now this. I'm sure you owe us an explanation.
At this point, Mr. Light sort of turns to Mr. Witch. And you hear him whisper, "It's gone on too long. We can't hide it anymore." Mr. Witch sighs. Fine. We will tell you what's happening, on the condition that it is with you three and you three alone.
Is that a promise?
By the Queen's name herself. No harm will befall you. We will reveal what you wish to know in exchange for the return of that watch.
These Brits. In the name of the Queen.
In the name of the Queen! God save
All
the
about their
Queen!
watches and queens. God save the
In
Queen.
the name of the Queen, I
God save
promise.
the Queen. God bless her. God bless her.
God bless her.
God bless her. May she rest in pieces.
Yeah.
Too soon. No, I'm just kidding.
Man.
Sorry.
No, it's
sorry.
absolutely well
It's
done.
okay. If it's Mary Queen of Scots, it's just two pieces, a head and a body.
Oh, God. If,
You know, sidebar, I
Okay,
actually,
Queen.
until probably like 4 or 5 years ago, didn't realize that Canada was still technically like the British monarch is still the monarch of Canada. I was
Yeah.
like, wait,
Yeah.
what?
yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, we are. We are.
We
That's
are
crazy.
still under their
We are still
control.
very much under. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's also why all our money has the Queen on it.
The only difference is we can make our own laws. We don't have to ask them each time. we
Yeah.
make a new law,
No, that's
but-
true.
Yeah. That makes
I would
sense.
say that the biggest thing is that if it's anything like court related, especially if it reaches like high court, then it goes to the Queen's court at that point. So it's like
Yeah.
you do have that.
Yeah. Anyways, so Mr. Witch and Mr. Light
Hi.
turn. They said,
I'm gonna force them to shake my hands. No.
they will shake your hands. Yeah. Cool.
Oh God.
Very motivated.
We must go to the Hall of Illusions. That is where
I'm
the
hiding
answers will be
behind
revealed.
Fenric because I'm afraid.
Why are we going to the mirror place? That's a bit sketchy.
It's where the secrets converge.
Oh.
All right. Well, diddaloo, young.
So, you head to the Hall of Illusions.
Like your bathroom.
I'm actually going to put you guys outside first. And Mr. Witch and Mr. Light lead the way. As you follow along, you see the mirrors change shape and start to project some images. Images of Mr. Witch and Mr. Light when they were in their youth. As they walk through, they explain their story. Mr. Witch used to go by the name Nerk's Crumple. He was an orphan, homeless, living out a dreary existence in the fog-shrouded streets of Gloomrot, a city in the Shadow Realm. He earned copper selling whatever he could get his hands on, swept floors at an old clock tower. The clock keeper took him in as a helper and started to train him, to teach him how to maintain the clock tower. From there, Nerx learned a skill and found joy in repairing that old clock tower. When the gold keeper died years later, Nerx took over his job. There was a wealthy family that owned the clock tower, and though they didn't pay him a tremendous amount of money, it was enough for him to live comfortably. Occasionally, they had him over for dinner, Nerx owned one fine suit that he wore on such an occasion, and though he did feel out of place, he did still attend out of respect for his employers. That was until one day he met their eldest son, Ermius Umbridge, better known now as Mr. Light. The two were close in age and got along well in all respects. Years later, without informing the rest of his well-off family, Ermius bought a run-down carnival and persuaded Nerx to help him operate it. Nerx and Ermius, at that point, changed the name to Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, having been partners and collaborators ever since. Now, the two continued this business until one day their carnival came across another one from the Fey realm. The two owners shared drinks with the Fey-themed carnival's owner, one Isolde. And the three could not come to an agreement as to which carnival was better. So, like all Fey do, they made a deal, an arrangement. Isolde would trade place with the two Shatterkai who ran their shadow-themed carnival, and this arrangement would last until the two carnivals met again, which in all these years of operating have not happened. After trading their sinister carnival for a more lighthearted one, the two Shatterkai gradually became less and less morose, emotionally stunted, and transformed themselves into the fun-loving free spirits that they are now. Secretly, they dread the day the two carnivals cross paths again. They have no desire to return to their gloomy old carnival. Now, these two know and reveal to you this. The Hourglass Coven is a band of 3 witches. They have power over us. You see, Isolde, when she ran the carnival, the power to transport it from place to place was given to her by Zybina. In return, within this Hall of Mirrors is a portal to Zybina's domain, to a place called Prismere. The Hourglass Coven recently took over Prismere. I don't know how they accomplished this. I don't know how they usurped Zybina's domain, but we have been at their whims ever since. They demanded that they be allowed to take and steal from this carnival, from its guests, our guests who we cherish. We did have one contingency. Zybina's power still has some hold over it, and any ticket-holding customers and guests are safe, which is why it's so important that you still keep your ticket. Without it, there could be trouble.
I see.
So, these two lead you deep into the center of the Hall of Illusions, whereupon they ask for the watch back.
Why?
It's how we can open the portal to Zybina's domain. It's where you want to go, isn't it?
Wait, what? Can I lean over to Fenric and be like, did we agree to this?
We did agree. We did agree to give them the watch back. And this does seem to be the best course of action for perhaps finding all of the people that have disappeared.
I guess, yes. So how exactly are we supposed to get them back?
To return from Prismere, that might be
Perhaps
trickier.
teleportation?
I suppose if one of you learned how to teleport, that could be something you could do. Alternatively, Mr. Witch thinks to himself for a moment. There really is no way we know to return from pursuit, but those three hags, the Hourglass Coven, if they hold your friends, if they hold Glister and Gleam, they must know a way to return. Otherwise, how would they send their thieves through? If you go through this portal, it will be a dangerous task, and there will be no guarantee of return, but should you succeed, should you find the Hourglass Coven, should you either coerce them or force them to help you return, we'll wait you with open arms. I wish there was more I could do to help, but...
Does Durlagron have the ability to teleport between realms, or is that more of just on the same plane, so to speak?
Yeah, for her it's on the same plane.
Okay, gotcha.
Short range teleportation.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, I'm up for a little adventure if the both of you are.
I suppose I am. If we're going on an adventure, though, I'm gonna expect a little bit of an early payment.
Are you trying to convince Mr. Light and Mr. Rich to pay you?
Yes.
Give me a persuasion check.
Early payment. I'm an employee. I expect overtime pay. $20 plus
All right.
3.
And Mr. Light reaches into one of his many pockets and pulls out a little baggie, hands it off to you. You open it up. There is a bag of various uncut jams. And I would say it's worth about 250 gold.
Ooh.
Dale, do you hand back the... Or actually, who has the watch? Fenric has the watch.
Yeah, Fenric has the one.
Yes.
Alright, so Mr. Witch takes the
Okay.
watch. He opens it up. You see a soft little light glow. And behind him, this sort of large mirror starts to swirl and turn, revealing a portal.
I don't like how he smiles. I don't like that smile. Stop smiling, sir.
Why are my rolls not working? What the hell?
Well, I wish you the best of luck. We pray that we see you once again.
No hard feelings about the dive from earlier.
Well, a little hard feeling, but
Perhaps we'll find a way to make it right.
let's hope we do. Bring the people back. Find out what happened to them.
We will.
Certainly try.
So did the three of you step through the portal?
Absolutely. Not before I send a sending off to Vaughn.
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna cast my last thing of sending here to him, and I'm gonna say, "You better keep those cigarettes safe for me." And I don't know when I'll be back, but if I do, I'm still holding on to your pouch. I still have one of his items.
All right. So, step through the portal. And as you do, the world shifts around you. You no longer hear the sounds of the carnival behind you. And as you step through, you arrive in the terrifyingly beautiful domain of Prismere.
Oh,
Hmm.
this is like a. Oh wow.
The portal
This is
behind
like-
you remains open, just briefly.
Oh.
Turn back, you see a fourth figure step through. He's holding a cigarette case.
Oh
Passes it to Luna. Says, "What? Couldn't let you go off and have fun all by yourself?"
I had a
roll me
feeling you'd
perception check,
professional,
please.
Oh my god. Perception, you got it. 9, you don't got it.
I got it worse.
6.
That's actually
We went
perfect.
down by threes. We went down by
Del
threes.
is distracted by just the various sights of this
It makes
odd
sense.
alien world.
I don't even know he's there.
Luna is distracted by the gesture, holding her cigarette case.
Uh-huh.
And Fenric turns, sees Vaughn, and then notices his shadow growing larger, distending. Hands reaching out from it. One wraps around his throat, the other wraps around the mask, ripping it free. You see Vaughn, his eyes grow large, a terrified expression in his face, as he's pulled down and back into his own shadow. And he vanishes from sight, leaving behind just that mask laying face down in the dirt. And you see in that mask a card. The Towers. And all three of you hear Gleam's familiar voice once more. I told you. Next time we take someone you love.
Oh, god damn it.
And I think that's a good spot to call it an evening. And we'll continue next session within Prismere. Nice.
You love him.
Why
Yeah.
cut these ties? I'm just kidding.
So,
I was about to say I cast Dispel Magic, but then I realized I don't have it.
I don't think you have the spell slots. You cast Sending twice, didn't you?
I don't have the spell slots, it's true.
Yeah. You guys haven't rested yet. This is
We also haven't rested. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
like
true.
I'm pretty burnt through most of my slots.
Going the whole
except
time.
for-
Yeah.
I have like 4 slots left, I think. That's it. Which is still a pretty good amount, but yeah. I don't have a whole lot.
Alrighty, well. Thank you guys for playing this evening. Appreciate you guys being flexible with the time and being able to play today. Yeah,
Yes.
we'll do like we did before. Go through and share their feelings on how they feel. Leveling? Yeah, you know what? You guys earned it. We'll level up. Level 5.
Yay!
All right.
See you guys.
I'm more musically talented.
Mhm.
We would be level 6, by the way.
Are we level? Oh, we did start at level 5. Yes. So level 6. And yeah, we'll start with my left here, Angel. Thoughts, feelings. We had a bit of a tragedy at the end there.
Oh no, it wasn't
Sadness.
tragic. It was great.
No, the blue string, sadness.
Yes!
Yeah.
So sad. So sad. So very sad. I had a lot of fun.
Glad to hear it.
I feel very good about this group. very good.
Me too.
And yeah, just in general, I had a lot of fun. I don't really have too much to say. I enjoyed every aspect, including when she got chosen for the whole crowning thing.
So there is a there's actually a note on like how to select the monarch. It's whichever player creates the most happiness for the carnival as a whole. And to keep track of that, it's like you keep track of everyone's actions. And one of them is if you stick through the promise you made at the start. So constantly mentioning the unicorns, constantly doing that one increases the most happiness.
Nice.
My mentioning of unicorns that I did every 2 seconds in the first episode and kind of did in this one. Yes, all right.
Well done.
Well done,
I get
dude.
you.
So yeah, no, glad to hear you enjoy that.
See, I
aspect.
just thought it was a perfect fit because Luna would be very begrudgingly against it. He was like, get me out of here as soon as possible. How can I do that? I'll faint. Make it look like an accident.
Next up, Aiko. Thoughts, opinions, things you'd like to see more of, less of?
Very, very nice. I enjoyed the whole the drama of it all. Thought that was very fun.
Yeah, very dramatic today.
Lots of emotions. Lots of lots of joking around and sorry that my headphones died.
Oh, that's okay. Glad you got that fixed. But yeah, a lot of emotions, a lot of fun was had.
Lots of wet
great
jokes,
thing.
yes, that is
Oh yes,
that is true.
Yes.
Yes. All the wet jokes.
Other than that, I am still loving this campaign and I am excited for 2 weeks from now.
Great to hear. And next up, last but not least, Phoenix. How you feeling?
Well, I'd like to say thank you very much for accepting my request and weaving that expertly into the story. I actually messaged Papa last week about changing my wardrobe just to match the Queen's Gambit gun that was gifted to me because I was like, well, she has something that kind of matches with the gun a little bit.
I
So,
love that. I can update your art by the next stream.
Yeah. Oh
so-
yeah.
oh, awesome. Yeah.
Update that.
Good job,
And what else? Yeah, I mean, I really like the story and where it's going. I like that it has a nice flow to it, and it kind of seems like we're doing a pretty good job of like going where we need to go to advance the campaign, so to speak. So, not that there's not room for improvising
For
and stuff like
adventure and
that.
all
So,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
but yeah,
Like, I am really enjoying this. And when I read through this campaign at first, it did feel very linear, where it's like, oh, you guys go through the carnival and then end up here. And even though you did have to do that, I felt like you guys had a lot of freedom of how you wanted to get there. Like, you guys could have just fought Mr. Witch and Mr. Light and stole everything if
Right.
you really wanted to, but hey, why not?
got crafty. I did love the musical entrance to Prismere too. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was like,
so
ooh,
good. I'm
okay.
also really loving this map. Holy
Yeah,
The
shit.
same.
art for this
It's
campaign has
giving
been
me
beautiful.
like
Yeah.
a little bit. It's interesting because it's giving me a little bit of that. I want to say Disney meets Nordic sort of vibe.
I see that. I feel when I first saw it, I'm feeling like Alice in Wonderland, but messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland meets Nordic. I'm stuck on Vikings. Help.
Yeah, this right side is like, oh, this will be nice, and then the left side, you're like, oh,
Oh
okay.
dear God.
Right.
That looks a little.
Just kidding.
spooky,
Yeah,
A little cold. Yeah.
looks
no,
like a
that's
great
really
place to
cool.
explore.
It does. I'm excited.
Same.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
I can't wait. Yay. I
Hooray!
think that's everything.
All right, well, I'm going to wrap up. Thank you again, guys, for hanging out and for playing. And I'm going to we'll wrap up stream now, so I'll be back in a minute.
Yes.
All right.
Game
Thank
over
you.
here. BRB.
Alrighty. Thank you everyone for being here in chat. Thank you, Poison, for all those biddies. I appreciate that. Sorry I wasn't as engaging in chat tonight with D&D. My bad. I will keep that in mind for next time. But I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. We're going to be back hopefully this Friday with the Avalon campaign because Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. So that's going to be, you know, we're not playing Sunday. It's Super Bowl, you know, so we're watching the Super Bowl. Thank you, Phoenix. Really appreciate that. And amazing job with Fenric as well. Love the plans you came up with. He's really becoming the sort of the glue that holds the party together and directing everyone in the right direction. Because I feel like he's got the most noble goal out of the three right now of finding Gleam and Glister and everyone else who's vanished. And that drive I really love, and I think we might hammer that down a little bit more, and we're gonna see more of that. But yeah, thank you everyone again for hanging out, and we're gonna go off and raid. We'll make this easy, because I don't think Angel's raided off yet. We'll just raid Angel and you know, she can raid the rest of us out. So get the raid message in. Raid train, exactly. All right, we are ready to raid. Thank you again, everyone. Have yourselves a wonderful evening, and we'll see you guys on Friday.